and welcome to the Call of Cthulhu, Episode 2. Still none more black because we're a little slow getting through this one. So hello everybody, I am Kelle, I am your keeper. Feels weird to say that. I'm such a keeper tonight.
I like it.
You're always a keeper.
You're always
thank you. Thank you so much, Bae.
Christine says so.
Aw.
I trust her.
I use he and him pronouns, and I'm very excited to be here tonight because we are continuing this adventure into Doors into Darkness, which is a collected edition of adventures for starting keepers that was provided to us by Chaosium, the company that makes Call of Cthulhu, and they are working with us on this episode. So if you're watching this one, tune in next Monday because we're going to have a big raffle where 3 people are going to be able to win a copy of this book, which is pretty good. So tonight we're running a game called None More Black, which follows a bunch of people in the town of Arkham as they are hunting down the death of a college student named Walter Resnick. All of them have a personal connection with Walter and are trying to find out exactly what killed him and how that has anything to do with this strange substance that people apparently are using to dye their tongues black. It's kind of a weird story, but it's H.P. Lovecraft. And on that note...
It's a crazy fad there, kids.
I know, right? Tide Pods and then just dyeing your tongues.
Yeah.
Just proves kids have always been dumb. All right, so, but on the note of H.P. Lovecraft, quick word. H.P. Lovecraft is a very controversial figure, and we are playing this game with the acknowledgement that he does have a history of substantially awful thoughts and beliefs. That is not going to be present in this game. H.P. Lovecraft is an incredibly controversial figure, but his work, because it entered the public domain so quickly after his death, was adapted and stretched like a wad of taffy into something delicious by tons of other authors who have adapted his thoughts into something that is accessible for everybody and works with the innate horror and anxiety that Lovecraft lived with every day of his life. So... definitely not a person to celebrate, but we can try to enjoy his works, doing that whole death of the author thing, which is pretty easy in Lovecraft's case. He died pretty quick, pretty early. So with that, I think that it's time to do some introductions. How y'all feeling?
Dang good, fam.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna pass it over to you, Hayden.
Okay, hi. Hi guys, I'm Hayden Daviau. I use they, them pronouns. I'm a voiceover actor as well as a player over here on Dork Tales. You might remember me as Lysithian Callisto from Ram of the Frost Maiden. I will be on Wild Beyond the Witchlight as well because Dork Tales get my Mondays, dang it.
Dang it.
You get my Mondays. But that's me. And tonight I'm playing Jessica Brooks, if I'm remembering.
Jessica Brooks. In fact, let me just put the names on the screen. Bam. There we go. All right. So
Yeah.
But that's me. Hi guys. Hello. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. It's so weird because we actually didn't do any streaming this week because of some illness on the team and because of Stay Off Twitch Day. So it's really good to be back. It feels weird to take a week off. Let's not do that again. I don't want to. I don't. Not.
Agreed.
Passing it over to Christa.
Hi guys, I'm Christa. You can use she, her, or they, them pronouns for me. Tonight I am placing Daisy Wilcox, who is a engineering student at Miskatonic University and a aspiring stage musician to follow in her father's footsteps, but currently is just a creator of magical tricks and is, I believe, the only person who lost sanity points last game. So, oh no, we both did.
Mike lost them too.
The youngins did.
Yep. Kids lost some sanity.
Yeah, we
Kids are
ain't
always
seen
losing
this shit.
sanity.
Oh, kids.
Wunderbar. That's me.
Perfect. All right, let's pass it down to the other insane in the membrane. Hi, Mike.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Michael. I am today I'm playing Stanley Ace, and we're both going with he and him pronouns. I'm the youngin of the group, the youngin at 25. So yeah, I'm probably going to make all the horrible decisions that no one of any lack of experience should probably be making.
Nice. All right, pass it over to James.
Hello everybody, I am James. I use he, him pronouns, and today I will be playing Mr. Max Hirst, our local parapsychologist, and the uncle to our poor victim. So I'm going to run around and explore stuff and probably get my ass handed to me. But that's the way of things.
That's Call of Cthulhu. All right. And then finally, over in the corner, we have the other Kelle.
The other Kelle. Hi, I'm Kelle from up the road. I use him. I use she, her pronouns. I don't care. You know,
Use what
pick
you want.
one. Yeah, I mean, I'll answer. It's fine. Generally, I use she, her pronouns, and like I said, I live up the road. And you've seen me in Cyberpunk and Hexeter House, and I'm just excited to be back and playing Gerry Thornhill, a tough female reporter looking to show the boys in the newsroom how it's really done.
All right. So, on that note, everybody open up your list of slang, because I know I bookmarked that last episode if I can find it. It's in my Dork Tales folder. I have not organized my bookmarks in 10 years.
I don't know where it went.
I have anniversary present folders from like 2 relationships ago.
Damn.
They're buried. These are okay. Here we go. 1920 slang. All right. So folks, be ready. Be sure to tuck your shirt in past your alderman. Grab your mensch, and ankle and woman are both to walk. What? That doesn't make any sense. That's applesauce. That's applesauce, I say. All right. So. Get all of that in mind. So, quick reminder, if you have any questions about the system, we're all learning this from the start, so feel free just to ask anything. The only one who's ever really played this before, to my understanding, is James. And I don't even think James has played much. He's ran it a couple times, but, like, he hasn't actually played, have you? Have you? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was eating a grape. My apologies. Yeah,
I'm sorry you ate a grape, too. Like...
But yeah, I've run it a couple of times. I think it's a pretty easygoing system once you get past the initial number crunch. But
Wait, you ate a grape? The prophecy has come true. Oh no!
Wait, what?
Summon the grape ape. Grape ape.
All hail! All hail!
Mine's
Yeah,
on
but
the
who else
shelf right now.
remembers-
You can't see it, but I've got
but
a
who else
horrible
remembers
mask
Grape
face.
Ape? No. Who else remembers
Only from that
actual
robot
Grape
chicken
Ape?
skit we will not talk about.
Oh, sweet summer children.
All right, get some coffee. All right, folks, it is time to do some Call of Cthulhu. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Dork Tales. I'm drinking way too much coffee tonight. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to write. It's going to be it's my usual.
Same, dude. Cheers.
Cool.
But
Want to
not
send each other
writing,
memes until
editing.
3 a.m.?
Yes, I
Oh,
do. I
sounds good.
will be awake.
I will be coming up with the lewdest things I can for the new vampire book I'm writing.
Yes, text me dumb things at 3 a.m., please.
I have to do a big section on the history of parties. And this is
Oh my.
like sexy parties. So
Oh, so that's why you were asking about that earlier.
this is
Okay.
why I was asking for help, because right now I know things like the Banquet of Chestnuts. Anyone Google it. Google it. The Banquet of Chestnuts.
I wanna.
It's actually
It's
fun.
okay.
It's okay. I mean, like if you're over 18, do it.
Yeah.
It's on Wikipedia.
If you gotta look at it, just remember to keep your eyes wide open.
Yeah, that's about it.
Was that a Stanley Kubrick joke that you tried to sneak
Sort
in
of.
there?
Yes.
That was pretty accurate. I was a little impressed right there.
Just a little
I
bit.
saw the wheels come to a grinding halt there. It's just like Surge.
Did you just
did he-
Kubrick me?
Did he just make sense? What?
Mike, you're shining today. You really are.
I'm sorry. I'll go back
wow.
in. I'll go into the car.
Get some powder. Get
There
some
you go.
powder your
man.
face, honey. You're too shiny.
Okay. All right. So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to running this game for you, which I'm going to start doing right now. When last we left, the characters had split up. Heading across Arkham, you went in 3 different directions. A pair of you headed off to the library. Oh, pardon me, only went in 2 directions, because you decided not to go to the diner. Gertie, you and Max went to a local... Pardon me. Oh, Gertie. Yeah, it's a different
I
character.
have been Gertie. I have been
My
Gertie
bad, my
in the
bad.
past. That's okay.
Gerry, you and Max decided to hit up a local speakeasy ran by Vinny D'Amico, a contact of yours. while the other three of you decided to head to the Arkham Public Library, which had just recently closed, but Jessica has an inside track on the late-night assistant librarian, a man named Henry Horn. And, what are your luck scores, everybody?
Let me check for you. 60.
50.
50.
And
50.
also, thank you really quick for all of the
55.
subs, Breck. Thank you. Holy crap.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
get
Dude.
that September, boys.
Oh my god. I didn't see how many he did. How many did you just give, like 20?
Yeah, it was 20.
Oh my god, Precarious, thank you so much. Also,
Load.
quick shout out as we're beginning. If you were looking for other Dungeons and Dragons content specifically, go to twitch.tv/Precarious. He is a brand new Twitch affiliate and a friend of the channel, and is a longtime supporter of Dork Tales. Also a really great guy. Thank you so much, Funkle Marty.
Yeah, you can see me in his games too. Like they're really good. Go try them out.
Yeah,
Ooh,
he's
cool.
solid. Have you been playing in his Friday one?
Yeah, I've been playing his Friday one.
I
Yeah,
wonder why
it's-
we haven't seen you in stuff.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we're like melting in that one. It's great.
right. Okay, so lowest luck scores out of the group. And does anybody have a luck lower than 30? 40? 50? Okay, so that by odds means that the library crew is going first, because only one of you has a luck score lower than 50. And with that, you make your way to the library. It's just a little past 9 o'clock in Arkham, about 9:15, as you pull up outside, Jessica. There's a low fog rolling in, clinging to the old streets that need to be repaved. The library is a 2-floor number. A pair of stone lions guard the front steps. For a city the size of Arkham, the library is surprisingly spacious. And the walkway leads up to a set of double doors beneath the engraved title, Arkham City Library. What do you do? How do you get in here? Do you know a way around back? Is there a special knock?
I'm gonna try around back. I'm gonna say it's around back and a special knock because that feels correct.
Sure, I want you to make me a luck roll.
For sure. All right, boys.
I believe
That's
in you.
41.
41, is that under your luck?
Yeah, my luck is 60.
Okay, so heading around back, you know about this time of night, Henry is usually taking a moment to take a smoke break out back. And sure enough, you'll find him. Now, Henry is a very tall man. Had he been slightly more athletic, he absolutely would have played on the Arkham basketball team. But as it stands, he is just a spindly librarian coming in at just over 6'4". Fairly wide, with a long face with a pointy nose and a pair of round glasses dangling off the tip. He's rolling a cigarette right now and fumbling around for wherever he stuck his lighter tonight. As you round the corner, you actually have the jump on him as he stands next to the back door, a small rock holding it open. Bloody hell, where is the...
Looking for a light?
Mrs. Brooks! How wonderful to see you. You surprised me. I almost dropped my... careful one.
I don't have time tonight. Maybe next time.
Oh, in a rush, and you brought friends.
Yeah, don't worry. Won't happen very often. I'm just wondering if it would be alright if I take a look around. Sorry it's so late. There's been a lot going on and we could use some time to research some things if that's alright.
I see. Yes, Jethro the janitor's on tonight, so, I'll have to... do you have $1?
For you, of course.
Well, not for me, for him. He's, he doesn't make much, so a little bit to tide him over to remind people that they weren't, seen is always handy.
Of course. It'll be like we're never here.
God, I hope so. But yes, I'll head inside. I tell Jethro that I said it was fine.
Sure.
It's lovely to see you. You're, you said you don't have any time. Who are your companions?
This is Miss Daisy. And young Stanley.
Charmed and quite, quite large. Stanley. The pugilist.
Yep. Yes, that...
I've seen one of your matches. You've got a great right hook.
Well, thank you.
Quite a strapping man. So fortunate for you to have such a well-armed, he stares at the size of your arms, escort with you tonight.
I keep good company, you know.
Well, I shan't hold you up anymore. And with that, he leans over, pulls the door open, and lets you inside.
Perfect.
Now, heading inside, the library is dingy and smells of that beautiful musky vanilla of old books. The shelves loom large, and it's like walking through a mausoleum. In the distance, you can hear only a single sound, the squeaking of an old wheel on a janitor's cart. The carpet, well, the running carpet beneath your feet breaks, and you find yourselves walking across old tile. There's a noise ahead of you. The sound of a mop hitting the ground, akin to the sound of a squid hitting a dock. And then the sound of slosh, slosh, slosh. The janitor is directly in front of you. He's kind of stooped, actually, the way he's standing. You think that at one point he was tall. He's a black man in his 50s. His hair grown out to about an inch of a slight poof to it, but balding in the back. Like, kind of looking vaguely like a clown wig, the way that his hair kind of poofs out. He's wearing a set of old coveralls, and as you approach, he squints at you. You think he probably needs glasses, but isn't the type to wear them. It's too bad, they'd look good on his face. I know that you're, not here after hours.
No, we are, but we have special permission to, your name was Mr.
Jethro.
Jethro. It's nice to meet you. My name's Jessica.
Jessica.
Jessica Brooks, the author.
I see. You're here to do some signings.
Doing some, just some late-night research for something new that I'm working on.
Y'all have your library card?
Of course I do, and I'll pull out $2.
Well, these seem to be in order.
Daisy full-on pulls out a library card.
Oh, she's so cute.
She does.
You're, you look familiar. Are you Randy's girl?
Oh, yes, I am, Mr. Jethro, yes. How do you know my dad?
Oh, your dad and I served in the war.
Oh.
Different battalions, but...
Well, thank you for your service, sir.
Your daddy's a good man. Got into a scuffle for me when we were in a British pub.
He was prone to that, I hear.
He was quite a fighting hellion back in the day. Seems he's softened up since he had you. Probably for the best.
Well, thank you.
Can I guide you to anything? I know these stacks like the back of my hand. He flicks something off the back of his hand in surprise. Sorry. Cookie crumb.
Seems like the stacks know the back of your hand quite well.
Well, I do what I can.
What were we looking for here?
You were looking to see if you could look up Paul Rogers' address. Paul Rogers being a ne'er-do-well who had some contact with the deceased.
Gotcha.
Right, yeah.
I did bring my camera box with me. It's one of those big ones with the accordion front, and probably
nice.
like the flash the powder on the stick.
Amazing. I believe we're looking for a city record, sir.
City records are in the basement.
Wonderful.
The door happens to be open right now, so you should have no trouble getting in. If you need anything, just holler. I'm the only one here, aside from Mr. Horn.
Hopefully there won't be any trouble getting out either.
Are all the doors locked?
This time of night, usually.
But should we come find you if we plan to leave?
That would probably be best.
Okay.
If you have to. The back door does automatically lock. It's one of those newfangled gizmos.
Good to know.
We've had a number of break-ins over the past few years.
They're hungry for knowledge at all hours, I suppose.
I think hungrier for books they can sell or other things. Perhaps the late fee jar. People coming in and taking nickels and pennies. Anyway.
Hopefully that doesn't become too frequent.
Well, that's why they hire toughies like me. And Mr. Horn, of course.
Of course.
Y'all have a good night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
He goes back to mopping the floor and kind of humming under his breath a song that you vaguely recognize but can't quite place. It's fairly tuneless and lilting. And with that, you'll head down toward the basement. The basement, if upstairs was a mausoleum, this is an absolute tomb. It's colder down here by several degrees, and you can see why. The stacks down here, the old systems. Actually, would they have microfiche in the 20s? I feel like microfiche they would have.
I don't think so.
They probably have the photographs that have those like little things in the corners to hold them in place.
I'm just
in the
checking.
books.
Yeah, probably that. I'm just checking the history of microfiche right now. Oh, no, 39. 39. Damn. This is my problem. I'm a late historian. All right, so down there, you'll be able to see that their records are strewn everywhere. And I would like you to make a group luck check. So who has the lowest luck in your group?
I think Daisy and I both have 50.
50? Okay. So what we are going to do is both of you roll, and the higher result is what we'll take.
So I'm not rolling at all.
You're not rolling at all. So with a group roll in terms of luck, you take the lowest. Or pardon me. My bad. It's the highest luck. You take the worst luck. I'm doing this backwards. Yeah. So what's your luck then, Jessica?
Mine is 60.
No, I'm right. You take the lowest, and then because you can roll. That system's backwards. My bad.
Yes.
So both of you roll. Both of you roll.
23.
83?
23.
23. Okay, and then, so Daisy?
34.
Okay, so 34 is the high roll, so that's what we'll take. So, with that, you're going to start working through the city records. It's going to take you a while as you start pouring through a number of things around here. But as you're doing that, you are going to, we're going to switch to see where the others are. Across the city, you roll up to a fairly, well, it's fairly indescript, this building. It used to be a pharmacy back in the day that closed down during the Depression a few years ago. Hasn't opened. Osgood's. Still has quite a large loading bay from when it used to also be a clothing shop. One of those big multi-purpose shops. More of a general store than anything, really. But you know personally, as you head around back, Gerry, that there is a sliding door. Oh, pardon me, a door with a slider, I should say, that lets you in to the back end of it, where there is, well, usually running a speakeasy and gambling den. Now here's the question. Do you remember the password?
Well, it's a secret knock.
Do you remember the secret knock?
Oh, I sure hope so. She does go there frequently, so I would imagine she does.
Make me a luck roll. Because
All right.
It's the best roll in this game.
Okay, that's fine. My luck is 50. Here we go. First roll of the night.
100.
And I got 16.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Approaching the door, it's you and Max. Apparently it rained a tiny bit on this side of town while you were traveling, and the streets are shining with oil slicks and a bit of moisture. It's dark, and the streetlights don't reach all the way down this dead-end alley that end at the loading bay door and the side door with the slat. As you approach, you remember the knock. It's exactly what everyone would assume and therefore not do. There's a momentary pause. The slide pulls open, and you see the narrow eyes of someone with, well, jaundice, perhaps? The eyes are yellow, sparkling in what little light there is here. They're backlit, and you can hear a bit of music playing from inside. He leers out at you. What do you want? Gerry?
Hey, come on, Max. You know me. Want to come in and have a drink with my friend here?
Who's this?
Well, his name's also Max, so you should definitely let him in.
This is the No Maxes Club.
Oh, come on.
We only got room for one.
Oh, just because he's not going to measure up to you doesn't mean you can't let a guy in.
You a cop?
No.
You look like a cop.
Do you think I hang out with cops? Have I ever brought a cop here to you? Yeah, that's what I thought.
The door will open, revealing a fairly sizable, basically the back storeroom of this. That you can see where the walls have been boarded over, the old windows spray painted, and just the barest hint of mattresses sticking out behind some walling that they've put in there to absorb sound from reaching out to the street. Max, the pre-existing jaundiced Max, is a man who is barely 5'6", squat, with gnarled knuckles and a slightly yellowish tinge to his skin as well. He looks over at you and kind of looks you up and down. You don't try anything. You got
Come
cash?
on, I vouch. I vouch for him. It's fine.
You got cash?
Always.
Well, in that case, come on in. And as he opens the door and steps aside, the speakeasy is in decent swing.
What day of the week is this again?
This is I think we said it was a Tuesday.
Okay, so it's kind of, I would expect somewhat quietish night.
I mean, not much else to do.
True.
So, with that, as you head in, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Heading up to the bar, find out where Vinny is. Plus, all the good gossip is with the bartenders. Everybody knows.
Sounds good. Mm-hmm. As you head up to the bartender, it's I'm just thinking, it's an Irish mob place.
Yeah.
Who would they use for a bartender? Would they use one of their own? Would they bring in outside labor?
No, Irish mob. They would stick to their community.
Own, right?
They'd stick to their
Okay.
community. Yeah, that's how the mob works.
A curly red-haired boy, couldn't be more than 20, is behind the bar. A bit of scruff around his upper lip where he's tried to shape it into a mustache, like he picked up shavings off his last haircut and glued them to his lip. Looks over at you. What'll it be?
What you want, Max?
Well, if you're treating, give me a beer.
A beer.
All right. I'll take a whiskey.
That's a good order. All right. I've got 2 whiskeys for you. I've got Scottish and Irish.
What's your favorite, kid?
Oh, I'm big on the Scotch. We make the Irish in-house.
I'll take the scotch.
Your funeral. He pours you a beer with a bit too much head and pours you a scotch that's already watered down in the barrel. But damned if it isn't the Well, the scotchiest scotch that you've had in a while in the middle of Prohibition.
It's a decent barrel, at least.
It's it's oaky as hell.
Yeah.
So he slides both of those across to you. Asks, "Ooh, how much would that be?" Probably not a buck.
I would expect it would be a couple of dollars.
Would it be a couple? That's a
Oh
lot.
no, it's not going to be that much.
Yeah, no. Depends
there's a
if
price
Gerry
list in there.
Depends if Gerry
50
wants to get some.
cents might be top end.
Yeah, but Jerry's also looking to get some info. So.
All right, so he'll charge you. We'll say 50 cents unless I can find it in the book how much it is.
All right, I'll give him a dollar. Where's Vinny? Is he in the night?
Vinny, huh?
Yeah,
Who's asking?
Gerry.
Oh, Jerry's asking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what does Gerry want of him?
It's not. And what's your name, kid?
Sean.
Well, it's none of Sean's business. It's Vinny's business.
Can you make me a persuade roll? And I'll give you a bonus on this, so you can roll the tens place twice.
Okay.
If it matters, Max is starting to look a little uncomfortable.
Which one am I rolling under?
So you're rolling under your persuade. You could also try fast talk if you think that that would be.
No, they're both the same. They're both the same. Nope. Just 52.
Okay. And you rolled the tens place twice?
No, I can roll it again.
Yep. So what you have when I give you a bonus, you roll the tens place and you take the lower of the two.
Oh, okay. Oh, good, because that was a 4.
A total of 4? 0, 4?
Oh, no. 4. Okay, 40 and okay, the tens place I got the 50 the first time and a 40 the second time.
Okay, so the second time's a little better.
Yeah.
Since you're so nice, he's over by the stage right now spending time with his best girl.
Thanks, kid. Keep the change. You can water that thing. Maybe it'll grow a little bit more. So, take a drink and lead Max over to Vinny.
Got no problem with my mustache. See, this is what I'm talking about. This place. This is how we actually make the money, okay? See, doll, look. What we do is we get these guys on stage, they bring people in, and it's a lot of fun for everybody. They come, they dance, they drink, they have a good time. At the end of the day, we ain't hurting nobody, are we? Oh, you? Slaps
That's what
his
you
arm.
say to all the girls, Vinny. What kind of line you feeding this one?
Vinny turns around, and unlike everybody else here, Vinny is actually an import from the Italian side of Arkham.
Which is very rare.
It is very
in the
rare.
Italian mob.
Well, in the Irish mob, yeah.
Sorry, in the Irish mob. Sorry, yeah, it was an honor.
It is. Vinny looks up at you, but he had connections and he owns this place.
Yeah.
And he was never connected with the Italian mob, so it was actually a pretty easy turnover. Honestly, the man looks like he's cosplaying Gomez Adams, if no one else. And where Sean fails to grow that mustache, Vinny's hugs the top of his lip like he's entering a John Waters impersonation contest.
Nice.
His
Yes,
hair.
I was gonna say it's nice and curly.
It's a tiny bit, but it's mostly his hair is slicked and black, and he kind of has the swarthy tones to his skin. Honestly, he looks like what would happen if Oscar Isaac tried to cosplay as Gomez.
Okay, yeah.
So like it
makes
works,
actually. Yeah.
but kind of not,
Yeah.
because that's a look that only Raul Julia pulled off, and Aston, of course, but
Yeah. John Aston.
John Aston, yeah, it wasn't Sean Aston. Oh, it's you. Doll,
How's it?
why don't you go get us both a drink, okay? Okay. And she'll get up. She is literally the definition of a dame. The curled blonde locks that are falling down to her shoulders, which are exposed in a little cocktail dress that's just on the other side of scandalous. Full hourglass figure, and You think probably a bit younger than she's trying to make herself up to be, because she's not handling herself on those heels as well as she could be, potentially because she hasn't been drinking. Now you're going to have a little bit of coverage while you're speaking here, because only about 10 feet away from you is a band that is playing. It's a full 5-person African American band dressed in white tuxedos, playing music on stage and doing a bit of crooning. So, what brings you here and your friend?
I'm looking for a kid. Wonder if you've seen him around.
Gerry, you're not my type. I'm not ready to give you a kid.
Aw,
This guy seems
come
nice,
on.
though.
Yeah, I don't know if he's my type. Come
I'll
on.
tell you what, I got a paper bag behind the counter. We could work something out.
Oh, Vinny, you slay me. No,
If
looking-
only.
Yeah. It's famous words.
You gonna sit or you just gonna loom over me like the harbinger of death the whole time?
Harbinger of death, I bring you good news and good times. What do you say? Come on, sit down. Let's talk. Let's see if you know. who
You
this
sit
kid
down
is.
and talk. I'm already sitting. This is my joint.
Great. So she'll sit down. Looking for a kid named Paul Rogers.
That makes 2 of us.
Oh, really? I'll tell you what I know if you tell me what you know.
Let's do it the other way around first. You tell me what you know, and then I'll fill in some gaps.
Well, sadly, I don't know all that much, so hopefully it's something to keep you interested.
Oh, funny, a dame don't know much, huh? I never heard that one before.
Oh, come on, Vinny. You know
You gonna
that
sit
ain't
down
true.
too, buddy? Sorry, does he
Yes,
does he
have a
speak
seat.
English?
Yeah, he speaks
Parlez-vous
English.
français?
He speaks it better than you, so just never mind.
Actually, I think Max would probably retort in French. I don't know what would be a sly thing to say here, but I've got 20 points of French. Let's try it out.
Du fromage.
Omelette du fromage. Yeah, omelette du fromage the you too, buddy.
Now, boys, come on. It's a friendly conversation.
Max will settle
Max,
into the seat
sit down.
beside Gerry.
All right, so what do you know about this kid? Why are you looking for him?
Don't know much, but he's mixed up in some bad stuff. Not that I think it's your bad stuff, but it's real bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that it? He's a bad kid.
No.
You're looking for him. What are you gonna do? Spank him?
No, like real bad. There's a friend of his found dead. There's like 3 friends of his been found dead lately. And if the cops get to him, it's going to get worse.
Yeah. I don't think that Paul Rogers is the type to have friends so much as employees.
So would these be people that he was running?
You looking to bring him in?
Not to the cops or nothing, but kid could be in danger.
Oh, the kid's in danger, all right.
Oh, I mean serious danger. We're talking like weird shit kind of danger.
Yeah, well, we had shit kind of danger. I don't know what you're talking about, but I know Seamus O'Shea's looking for him.
Yeah, he was found in one of Paul Rogers' dead friends' apartments.
Well, that seems like a logical place for Seamus to look.
Yeah. Well,
Just-
then
just
he
let
ended up
Seamus-
on the road.
Okay, yeah, so Seamus hit the road. That's what
No,
you
no.
do.
No. As in, he hit the road head first.
You saying that Seamus is hurt? How?
I have that right, don't
Yeah, you do.
I? Yeah. Okay.
That was
Yeah.
El Splato.
Yeah. Yeah. Seamus lost his head, and then he lost his head. You get what I'm saying?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. So he ain't gonna be much help to you.
He sits for a moment, and out of the corner of his eye, you see his floozy sashay up and go, I brought you your drinks, Vinny. Get out of here, floozy. Snatches his drink.
Hey. Sorry, doll. Just give us a few minutes.
Okay.
Go sit at the bar. That nice kid will fix you up good.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know what I did.
You didn't do nothing. She'll hand her a tissue or a hanky.
You believe dolls like this?
Take care of yourself. Ah, you simmer down there. She didn't do nothing. Now, Seamus, Paul.
I'm sorry, you
Spill
telling
it.
me what to do?
Come on, you know
in my
how
house?
this works. Come on, Vinny, we go way back.
We do.
Yeah.
Which means you should treat me with my due respect, Gerry.
You know I respect you. I wouldn't come to your place if I didn't think I had something to help you out with.
You know that other people can hear the way you're speaking to me right now, Gerry.
They're not
And maybe-
listening to me.
No, but they're watching.
Yeah. And then you won't be in the papers, and then they'll know why.
If I end up in the papers, you'll
never
end
end
up
up
wrapped
in
in
the
papers
papers.
like a fish.
Exactly. Do I ever put you in the paper? No, you're never in it. Last time you were in the paper, it was for the...
Kelle. You might want to make me a persuade roll. I'll give you a persuade or a fast talk roll on this to stay in his good graces at this point.
Okay. Let's go fast talk.
Someone bought you a bonus dice, Max.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Not
for-
you,
for
Max.
No, for Max. Okay. Hey. Oh. Ooh, what is that? Oh, that's a 5. Oh, 50. 50, just.
Is that under your skill?
That is under. Yeah, it's 55. 55 for my fast talk.
Okay.
Yep.
He gives you an eye for a moment and really kind of bores into you, just giving you the sense that you're kind of pushing him to his limit here on what he's willing to take for friendly banter in his place of ownership.
Yeah. Let's say I get you some good publicity about, I don't know, your food, your band, you know. You're probably doing something for charity coming up. You need some good karma for that, right?
Seamus is dead?
Yeah.
Seamus is like a brother to me.
Yeah. Sorry.
And he's
It was
dead
grim.
because he was looking for Paul Rogers.
Yep.
Tell you what. You're not working for the cops, but you is working for me. I tell you what I know, and if you find Paul Rogers, I find Paul Rogers. Do we understand each other?
You got it.
Good. You won't be a-
Definitely.
Oh, I like you. He speaks. And English, too. Definitely. Ooh, I like
He's good
you.
at it. Yeah.
He says all the things I like to hear. Okay, what I know about him is this. He's been peddling this this new drug. Something weird. It's these little vials. Turns your tongue
Yeah.
black. Makes you see all sorts of weird shit. It's cheap.
Really.
Cheap enough. And the
Yeah.
thing is, it ain't illegal, so you can carry it on you, cops search you.
So they
He's-
probably don't know what it is.
No, they have no clue.
No clue.
Neither do I. But it's well, it's a variable. The more people who take that shit, the less of them come in here. The less that come in here, the less money my employers have in their pockets. So they sent Seamus to go make sure that it was either in our control or off the street. Either way, it's safer for the average person.
Oh, and then he goes about killing him.
Yeah, well, maybe they wanted to get out of the game when they found out that, the family was looking for him.
But you don't know anything about where he got the stuff, where he found it, who makes it.
I think he makes it himself.
Is he smart enough?
Well, he's not dumb.
Okay.
He got kicked out of school for cheating. Because he's lazy, not because he's dumb.
Yeah.
He was too busy partying, getting drunk, doing shenanigans and hooliganism. Look, as far as I know, he had a place when he was living near the university, and he moved. No idea where he is since. But as far as I know, he got a girlfriend, but he lives alone. So,
Okay.
we heard that he's dating somebody over at some at the all night bite diner. Seamus was going to check there later if he couldn't find any more connections to his place, stake it out for him.
Yeah, we heard something about that too.
Mhm.
Haven't seen her yet, but that's the plan.
Yeah, well, it's it's Tuesday night. Their shifts usually end around 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that if he was gonna, pick her up for a late night cuddle, then,
Might be pretty soon.
yeah, well, he probably's already got her, which means that they're probably out at some lover's lane somewhere or something, making the car squeak.
Yeah. If
Which
kid
means
ain't
if-
already dead, that is.
If he's already dead, then this conversation doesn't really matter, huh?
Yeah.
But that means that he probably won't be at his house. If you can find it, you're good to go.
Okay.
Do you know anything else about him? Aliases he likes to use, anything like that?
Nah, not off the top of my head. Let me think.
You bother with an alias?
One second, please. Just double checking. I guess the only thing I can think of is I've met Rogers a couple times. Like I said, he's not a dumb guy. I don't know. Max, you asked that question. I would like you to make me a persuade roll to try to coax it out of him.
Sure.
If you have another skill you think would work, I'd allow that as well, but...
Well, I only have 20 in persuade, but I just rolled a 12.
Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's great.
Also, don't forget, if
job,
you succeed a
Max.
roll, mark it.
Yep.
For XP. Okay. Here's the thing. He's a smart kid, but, I wouldn't, He ain't the type to organize something like this. He's the type to, I don't think he's the type to organize, like, a shoplifting adventure with his friends at the local Five and Dime. Alright? He's lazy because he ain't got no motivation, and now he's peddling drugs on the street. I don't think so. I think he's probably like let me just put it this way. Middle management knows middle management. Okay? This kid is working for someone else. This is
Yeah,
my
I figured
thought.
as
This is
much.
my thought. That's not what we know, but we know this guy's been peddling to people at the university.
Okay. Who would your money be on?
I have no idea.
Because this
Maybe a
doesn't sound
chemist?
like anything. Yeah, because this doesn't sound like anything any of your guys are into.
No, not even a little bit.
No,
No, they would have. No.
nothing this weird.
Why break tradition? We got plenty of good stuff. You know,
Right?
it ain't like we're going to like a Chinese opium den or something. Like, if you need that kind of thing, we can direct you to it. But like right now, we've got, if you want,
You got what people are looking for.
people want booze, they want a good time, and they want some fun women, and we got all of it. Got fun men too, if that's what you're looking for, Gerry.
Oh, so progressive, Max.
You know what? We're a very, very progressive organization. The Irish family. Look, they even took me in.
I was gonna say, I never did find out how you made it in here.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to buy more than at least what?
As another night's talk.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows, the chat has purchased 2 Get a Clue tokens, which anyone can spend at any moment to ask me for a clue. And so long as I'll give you anything that won't immediately spoil the mystery, or I'll answer a yes or no question.
Okay.
That will lead you in the right direction, but will not solve everything, obviously. which is
Sure.
good because we normally don't have anybody buy those tokens. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta use the
We've
little...
taken up enough of your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, and sorry for giving you the gears. You know, I get on a thing and I can't drop it.
Yeah, you're like a bulldog.
Oh, you know it.
Thanks very
That's-
much for the help.
That's why you love me, isn't it, Vinny? Come on, that's why.
Love is a very strong word for how I feel, but
We'll take it. We'll take it.
you,
Thanks, Vinny. Don't look for your name in the papers, because it won't be there.
that will save me some time then. Have a wonderful night, yous two.
Thanks, man.
With that, he lets you depart. With now you have a bit more information. You know the rest of your friends are at the library. Might be a good place to start heading. meet
Were
up
we
with
going to meet them there or meet them at the diner?
I think the original plan was to meet them at the diner,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
That's what I
we're
was
gonna
Daisy says meet them
meet
at the diner. Yeah, because that's where the girlfriend works.
So right now it's probably about 10 o'clock by the time you're heading out of there. We're going to cut back to the diner real quick. As you are all down there, what I would like everyone to do is we're going to do a group library use check. You can choose to abstain from this roll if you don't think that you would be much help. But as library use is an actual skill, folks.
I have a 40% in my.
Damn.
How do I not have this?
Yeah.
I didn't change my skills around
my
enough.
glasses.
Oh, that's why.
Put on your glasses.
Krista, I love your glasses. They're so perfect.
They're so good. Mine are
So
very,
Harold
very
Lloyd.
modern. This is what I actually wear.
I know. I have mine sitting with me just in case I need them.
Okay, so you can also spend luck, apparently, in this system. You can spend as many luck points as you have, even purchasing a higher level of success or a critical. But I don't know how you get your luck back. But since this is technically a one-shot, if you want to lower your luck score to... now, can you do that before or after you roll? You cannot spend luck on luck rolls, damage rolls, or sanity rolls. Okay. And also,
yeah.
if you use luck, you cannot mark success to gain experience.
Okay. I imagine you can just spend it whenever you want to, like after the roll, then, because otherwise you wouldn't know how much to spend. Because you can upgrade successes, right?
I guess if you can upgrade a success, then you probably can spend it afterwards. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Why not? It's not on the cheat sheet, so I'll say yes.
So I don't have library use. But
So then you roll under
Shocked.
your... If you do not have a skill...
it's under 20, right?
It's 25.
Library use is 20. At least on my
Okay.
sheet.
So then it's rolled under 20 for library use specifically then.
I was gonna say there aren't any back offices with more information that I could use locksmith on, is there?
Nope, the place is open
Damn
to
it.
you because you paid. I know, right?
I was secretly hoping there was even more locked things. Okay, that's okay. I'll roll for under 20.
39. That is 1 point under my library use.
Oh god, that is so good.
I rolled a 20.
Oh! Get it, girl.
Wait, so do you have to roll under or do you have to roll...
I think we said on last game.
Okay, hold on. I'm
Last
just gonna...
game it has to be under.
Okay.
So
It
you
has to
have
be
you can
under
spend
the-
1 point of luck.
Then I will totally do
Yeah,
that.
lower your luck by 1.
Perfect.
Yeah.
49.
Okay. And then Stanley's just gonna like hang out and what? Flex?
Just like,
No, I actually have library use, but I rolled a 65, so I found a book about boxing that I'm just like enthralled with.
Oh, God. Of course you did.
Pugilism. And you. Your fists are your friends.
Fisticuffs for money and love.
Fisticuffs for beginners. Fisticuffs for intermediates. Fisticuffs for fisticuffers. I can fist the world and so can you. It's the 20s. Fight me.
True.
All right.
I will.
Well, he can with that book.
Oh shit.
he will fight you with the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. All right. So now you are going to be able to find out a couple of things. Doing this research, you're going to find out a couple things about Paul Rogers. Mostly that he has very little of a trail at all. He's never had an arrest, as far as you could tell from what you've seen here. He has He has no ownership of a car. He doesn't. Well, at least not officially. Anyway, does he? One sec. Do they have? Yeah, sure. He has some auto paperwork, I'll say. But with luck, you are going to be able to. Well, pardon me. With skill, you are going to be able to find in the 4th box of public records some tax forms that were filed with the city that list a current address. Tax forms were filed only about 4 months ago, trying to reclaim some of the college expenses that he paid, or perhaps avoid student loan. I'm out of my depth on the history on this one, so I'll just say that he has tax forms.
There you go.
Yeah. I have no idea why he would have tax forms. But the module says you also should only be able to get in here until 5 p.m. And I'm like, It's always night in Cthulhu. Always.
Exactly.
Okay. So you will find his current address after a bit of struggle. It's actually not that far from here. It's in a corner house about a mile away from the college.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah.
It's not too far. Perhaps we should meet up with the others at the diner first and then go there.
Touch base and then meet back? Yeah, that sounds fine to me, I think.
Alright. So with that, do you just head out into the night and go meet your friends?
Yeah, I think that's probably for the best.
Okay. As you head out of the library, Henry will be restocking books. The tall, slender figure casting a deep shadow across the center of the library. Are you leaving already?
Yeah, we need to head out.
That was quick. It's just 10 o'clock. Found what you were looking for then?
We did? Thank you very
Your
much.
library is in such good order that it took us no time at all.
Well, the public records section could use a bit of work. It's my next major project. Unfortunately, a lot of the grad students aren't really up for it these days. But
How do you mean?
seems that the students at the local university are getting a bit lazier. I don't know. Or they're just not interested in public works. I've been having the darndest time finding any one of them that will do some side work. Usually it's grad students in there doing the usual city work and organization. It's not like we can afford a secretary, but it's good college credit.
My father keeps me pretty busy with his work, but I might have some time.
Really?
I'd be happy to assist.
I would be very grateful for that, actually, if you would be willing to. I suppose I could potentially negotiate a small accommodation.
Oh, that's not necessary at all. This is a public library. I'd be happy to help.
Really? Good. I look forward to it. Please, come during daylight hours. I'm usually here around 9 a.m.
Wonderful.
And speaking of which, it's been a 13-hour day for me, and I think I'm going to start locking up.
Sure. We'll see you next time.
You always do, Mrs. Brooks.
I do.
And with that, he'll escort you out and shut the door behind you, locking it and latching it. You hit the streets, driving on the slick pavement, and about halfway there, you'll see the headlights of another car approaching. You'll recognize it as the other part of your contingent. What do you do?
Park, get out, and go meet him.
Okay. Now, the All Night Bite Diner is an Airstream trailer style diner. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
The
I
old,
love those diners.
Yeah, they're rare these
Yeah.
days, but like the
Yeah.
old trailer style that you have to like walk up a little incline to get into because they're above ground by about a crawl space worth. As you open the door, you'll see that shift changes happened just a few minutes ago, and a woman in her 50s is tying an apron behind the bar. Howdy, I'll be with you in just a minute. Grab a
Take
seat
your
anywhere
time.
y'all like.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And there are about 3 other people here right now. Outside is a semi-truck as well as a couple of beaten-up farm vehicles. In the back corner are a pair of looks like local farm boys who have driven into town for the night, wearing overalls and ripped shirts that have been rolled up at the sleeves. They're tearing into a stack of pancakes right now. At the bar, you will see that there is a heavily bearded man in his 60s who is grinding a cigarette down into an ashtray, thick plumes of blue smoke ringing the air around him.
As it did in the day.
Yeah, exactly. It's as soon as you come in, it's going to sting slightly as it burns your lungs, because I'm pretty sure that most of you don't remember what it feels like to be in a smoking section of a restaurant.
Oh, I do.
I do.
Oh
Mhm.
man.
Yep.
I was
I
reminded
worked
when
in one.
I was teaching in Japan for a year, and they have smoking and non-smoking, and it's the same air, guys.
Yep.
It's amazing how much it
does
hurts.
not help.
Not great for your sinuses.
No. Pretty
So-
awful.
As you're inside, the radio is playing a bit of big band music over it, kind of distantly. Where do you sit? At the
Leslie?
bar, grab a booth? Easy
Probably
listening.
a booth.
Booth.
There's a large corner booth that swivels around in an L shape with a center table there that you can kind of orbit around. The waitress comes over, flips over the 5 of the 6 coffee cups that are face down on the table, begins filling them up for you. Howdy, y'all. My name's Patty. How can I help you tonight?
Hi, Patty. Is Leslie working tonight?
Well, we're not supposed to give that kind of information, but you got a sweet face. Are you a friend of hers?
I am. Yes, we went to high school together.
Oh, ain't you sweet? Actually, she just left a couple minutes ago with her beau.
Oh, right. Of course. She didn't. I know. She didn't say where she was going, did she?
Now, she did. They're doing some type of late night movie over on the campus.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I think it's too late for a movie starting at 11 o'clock. Who watches a movie that late?
Well, they do it outside, and so you see, in order for the light to reflect off of the sheet that they put up outside, it needs to be totally dark outside. Otherwise, you can't actually see the.
I think Max is gonna reach over and just kind of pat Daisy on the shoulder and just be like, "That's enough."
It's okay,
He's so cute.
Yeah. It's easier to see the screen.
Well, they're seeing a good one tonight, as far as I understand. That Charlie Chaplin one, where he's the funny little guy.
That's most of them.
Trying to remember which one, but anyway, I'm sorry. But no, she's out there for the night. You might be able to catch her if you go watch it.
Oh.
Y'all. But yeah, I'm afraid she works tomorrow. She's here bright and well, not bright and early. She's here at 4 p.m. Works a 6-hour shift.
Wonderful. Do you guys want to go to the movie?
Yes. Yes, I think
Yeah.
we should.
I
We
would
Sounds
love a
pretty
good
good.
Charlie Chaplin movie.
I would suggest that gives you a guaranteed 3-hour window where he will not be at his house, just out of
Yeah.
character.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
There's that.
We might go run to that, Patty. Thank you so much for your help.
Oh, y'all ain't staying?
Well,
Stay
if
for
we're
a
gonna
little
catch
bit.
the movie,
Oh, I suppose so. Well, I only poured 2 cups of coffee, so I guess that's not too much of a waste.
We'll just throw her a quarter or something.
Oh, that's way too much. Just a cup of coffee's 5 cents.
Throw her a dime. Couple of nickels.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Bless your heart.
Yeah.
Thank you, Patty. I'm Daisy, by the way.
I could have sworn that you were going to be a flower name the moment you walked in here. You so shiny.
Well, thank you. Shall we go, guys?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, y'all
let's
have
go.
a good night. God bless.
You too.
Thank you, Patty.
All right, with that, heading back out on the street, do you take a moment and discuss things, to talk things over with each other?
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
just catch everybody up on
Yeah.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go on. It's kind of a glowing twilight outside. Well, not twilight. What am I saying? It's kind of a glowing moon overhead that casts the parking lot into stark relief as you lounge near your cars, catching each other up on the stories of the night.
What'd you find out?
Oh. Trying to think where to start. Why don't you take us off, Daisy?
Oh, well, we found some tax forms that he had his address, so we think we know where he is. And also, it sounds like it sounds like this might be a larger epidemic than we thought. The lovely librarian, Mr. Horn, said that he's had a shortage of help from grad students. So I wonder if this is extending further on the university than we may have thought. If this group can get Walter, I would imagine they could get anybody.
Yeah, it sounds like the mob is after him as well. Kind of explains why that goon was hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
But they want him off the streets because he's putting out something that's draining income from the speakeasies.
Yeah, they know about the vials of that substance. They don't know what it is, where it comes from. All they know is it's taking their profits.
They're pretty sure that he's not the actual front man. Well, he is the front man.
He's the front man, but he's not the one making it.
He's not the brains.
No.
There's someone behind this. Maybe a chemist or something like that. Someone who could, because they're producing this stuff damn cheap.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think? Catch this kid at the movies or go to the house and see what we can find there?
I say we go to the house first, see what we can pull out, see if he has any more of this black ink.
I think one or two of us should probably go to the movies and keep an eye on him. See if they can find him.
Mm-hmm.
I will spend a clue
keep an
token to
eye
say
on
that's not a good idea.
Okay. Not a good idea.
There's really no way to do it, and like you'd be going from car to car, you'd get kicked out of there in about 5 minutes, potentially arrested for like trying to peep on people.
Forget what I said. That's a dumb idea.
You tell James hasn't been to a drive-in in a while.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
Are you in there? Are you in there?
Back.
Hello?
You recognize his car.
Yeah.
which is weird because there actually is a drive-in near your place now. Weirdly enough, like
Is there?
yeah, no, there's a drive-in out there now because they
doing
started
the
instating them.
Legacy.
They started instating them a couple
Legacy
years ago.
drive-ins out of the
There was a big
motorsports.
push, but like before that, when's the last time you were at a drive-in? I think I was 10. I think I saw
Last year.
Mission Impossible 2 at a drive-in.
I have
we
never
had-
actually been to one.
There was one in Mission,
Oh.
and it used to be a whole car for $5, so we would pile like 13 people in my mom's van. It's great.
That's
Yeah,
cheating.
there was one in Mission.
Absolutely, it was.
No, it's
Oh
not.
no, it isn't. No, there was one in Langley for the longest
For
time.
Langley. You're
Yep.
right.
Yeah, the hillside, Hillcrest
that's the
Drive-In.
one.
Yes, because my dad loved going on 4 feature movie night on Labor Day weekend.
Nice. All right.
Be there for like 8 hours.
So with that, do you head over to the corner place that he is known to dwell at?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The trip over there is rather uneventful, and before long you'll find yourself there at the corner house that was listed in his tax documents. It's a simple place. There's a front door and a back door as you do a quick check around. Just one sec. They don't give me a map of the place, so one sec. It's a small house. Looks like it has not terribly many rooms. Probably about 4 all in all. A bathroom, front room, bedroom, kitchen. More of a little bungalow than anything. It says corner house. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to say it's a bungalow. It looks like the kitchen is next to the back door because you can see through the blinds there the side of a refrigerator. One of the old kind of domed ones that are made of kind of that greeny kind of, I guess the green spray painted metal. Because, hey, it's back in the Frigidaire days.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be enameled.
Yeah, enameled for sure.
Enamel paint.
So how are you folks getting in? It's pretty dark outside. You don't think you'll have to worry about neighbors watching you at 10:15, 10:20 at night.
Okay, well, this is the 1920s, college town. There's a good chance. Now, he might lock his door for security, but there's a good chance that a lot of people don't lock their doors at this during this era.
Okay. Do you try the front door or the back door?
Try the back.
Okay. Sneaking around the back, it's a simple backyard. And you can see that once upon a time, the people that lived here before him probably had a dog. There's places where there's a dog stake that is still in the ground with a length of chain attached to it, and a running trail along the back fence where the grass has been completely torn asunder by dog paws, doing the march of doom back and forth, howling at nearby cats and squirrels. As you approach the back door, it is locked. As you try to jiggle the handle a bit.
Does anybody have lock picking?
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Daisy does.
Daisy just like awkwardly raises her hand.
Uh-huh.
I've been able to get out of cuffs since I was 5.
Okay,
A little bit
so
of a
Daisy.
ne'er-do-well now, aren't you?
Daisy!
It's a professional hazard. She pulls out a hairpin.
It's a handy skill.
Okay, sounds good. So
I just
Daisy,
never imagined a legitimate cause for it before, but to learn it. But fair enough.
Well, a legitimate cause would be opening the box that you've been trapped in.
Oh yeah, no, not arguing.
Okay, I'll locksmith.
give me a locksmith. Call a locksmith. And thank you, James, for texting me what a corner house is. So I guess it's like we're
16.
two streets kind of just juxtaposed. It's that little thing that fits on the edge. 16. All right,
Almost
so
hits my 5th, but not quite.
click, click, click. The lock gives you trouble for 20 seconds before you twist your hairpin around, and with a resounding noise, before the rest of you can even really focus on what Daisy's doing, you think this is going to take a while. You start to set up watch. You start to look around. You start to prowl for cats and burglars that are watching you or nosy neighbors. But before you can even get into position, the door opens.
Oh, well done, Daisy.
Thanks.
It opens to a kitchen. Next to the back door, you see that there are some newspapers on the floor, on which stand a pair of rubber galoshes, stained with foulness on their soles. It smells awful, like manure coming off of them. Yeah.
Looks like he's been digging around somewhere.
The kitchen itself is tidy, but there are definitely some dishes that need to be done in the sink. Bachelor amount. But fairly Spartan in here. So what is everybody doing as you're looking inside?
I'm gonna go try to find like some bedrooms, maybe his room,
Yep.
if I can.
That's likely where he's going to put anything of any value or importance.
Max is going to look for like a basement or anything like that. See if he can find any stairs down.
Okay. So what I'd like everybody to do is let's make some investigation rolls.
Sure.
So the skill for that would just simply be... Remind me, because I don't have the sheet in front of me. Is it just
Spot hidden?
Spot? Yeah, we'll say spot hidden.
I don't have
that's a good
that,
one.
so let's roll below a 25.
Do it. Or if there's something else
I
that you-
rolled a 23.
Ooh.
Ooh, I got a 12.
Okay.
I got a 57, but do I have
Under-
a determination? Sorry,
You- so
57.
You have a bonus dice you can use, yeah?
Roll a
Okay,
bonus
how do I
dice.
use that?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Roll the d10
Oh, how do you
again
use it? You roll the d10 again.
Yeah. Oh, okay, sweet.
and pick the lower.
27. Okay, that works better. Cool.
Okay. Then there is the kitchen and there. Okay, so 27. And Mike, what'd you get?
38.
So did you pass?
Not even close.
Okay, so Stanley, you're looking around. Honestly, the kitchen stinks, like really bad, like enough that you just don't want to be in this room anymore. It's going to distract you a bit until you can probably go and give your hands a wash in the bathroom. Now, looking around, Max, you're going to scour the place and find that there are only 4 rooms in this tiny house. There's a bedroom, the living room, a bathroom, and the kitchen. That's it. There's no basement as far as you can see. There's a number of shelves laying around, but some bookshelves, as well as a couple of closets. Like there's a hallway linen closet. There's a closet in the bedroom. Everybody, there's stuff everywhere, but it's all fairly tidy. Where is everyone looking individually? Is anybody in the bathroom with Mac or probably with Stanley?
I was gonna head to a bedroom or something.
Okay, you said
Yeah.
bedroom right off the bat.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gerry will take living room.
Okay.
Yeah, Max will work in the living room as well, going through shelves and stuff like that. I don't think he's going to keep it tidy. He's,
Okay. You're just gonna roll
the mob's
dice.
after these guys too. Why not just look fast and thorough, right?
And Daisy, where were you headed?
I wasn't anywhere, but I told an 84 on my spot hidden, so I think she might is just standing outside because she smelled
Okay.
it and was like, oh god, no.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So as y'all are looking around, I will say you are going to be peering around, kind of getting a sense of things. Now, in the living room, you are going to... what was the lowest roll on spot hidden?
I got 12.
You had 12?
I got 27.
27. And then Jessica, what'd you get?
23.
23? Okay. Checking around the living room, you'll see that there's a small bookcase next to a radio, and you see that it has a number of texts on it from the local university, ones that he had when he was a student there. Next to them, as you're peering around, whoever's rifling through the shelf is going to find a small booklet. Looks like just like a pocket notebook, but inside of it are a number of names and phone numbers of other students. There are a couple of notations, but after a bit of searching, flipping through it, you will see that there are several students that have their names circled, 3 of which you will recognize. One of them is Walter Resnick. Little notations next to them. Sorry.
Strange point. 1920s, not everybody would have a phone,
Oh, this is true.
particularly university students.
It might be a, like dorm room block or something like that.
Yeah, it would be
Dorm block,
call a
if
local
they
phone.
live on campus.
Yeah, it would be like the
if
dorm
like Stanley,
phone,
they
maybe.
lived in a rooming house, they would. They would.
It would
probably
have the local phone, we'll say.
Okay.
Or
Cool.
a quick address.
Okay.
Basically, just a name.
Yeah.
List by classes. A couple of factoids and little notations next. Thanks for bringing that up, by the way, because I always forget
Yeah.
we're in the 20s for some reason.
Students would also often have mailboxes,
Oh, that's true.
like little pigeonholes.
And locker numbers, probably.
Possibly, yeah, possibly then. If they
I
use
mean,
them.
the local university here has
Yep.
lockers with numbers on them. That
Well,
people,
especially if they're grad students, they might have a box that's
Yes.
droppable in their
they'd have a
department
mailbox,
office.
probably, yeah,
Okay.
in their department.
lots of
So
options.
they'll be identifying information and a couple of notes nearby that say, like, there's an arrow that points to Walter's name that says maybe, and a couple of notes, check in, need more bodies, need more help, question mark. In the bedroom, as you are looking around, the bedroom's pretty plain. It's a 10 by 8 room, quite small, and in it is a double-sized bed, well made. It's obvious that if there's one thing this lazy kid does, it's he makes a bed well, probably from strict parents' upbringing. A couple of pairs of shoes that are next to the bed. And if you're peering around on the nightstand, you will find there's a drawer on the nightstand, a small one, like one of the, basically it's the nightstand is on these really tall spindly legs that are digging into the wood of the floor beneath. A runner carpet is running from beneath the bed over to the far window, and there is a closet in the bedroom as well. Where are you checking first, Jessica?
I'm gonna check under the bed first.
Okay.
And then move to the desk and the closet.
Now, what is your spot hidden skill?
I don't have one.
Okay, so the 23 was just barely under.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So checking under the bed, you see that it doesn't appear to be too much under there. A couple of shoe boxes, and as you pull them out, you can see that some of them are full of various memorabilia from childhood. It looks like one of them has like a pitching glove and a couple of baseballs in it, a couple of old baseball cards, and fossilized pieces of chewing gum, as well as looks like a couple of photos of him as a kid with his family in a shoebox. At least you presume it's him. He's a decent looking guy, brunette in his I'd say he's probably a 6 out of 10. Decent looking, could put a little bit of meat on him. If he keeps eating the way that it looks like he probably eats, if you look around the kitchen at all, he probably should start a running regimen. But as you're peering around, that's what you'll see. Nothing really under the bed. Check the drawer, check the closet maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna check the drawer and I'm gonna go to the closet as well.
Okay. The drawer has a couple of prophylactics in it, which are going to be a little scandalous for you, as well as some candles and a box of matches. And as you head to the closet, you are going to startle yourself slightly from a squeaky floorboard that just kind of sneaks up behind you. You feel a little silly that it got your heart up like that for a moment. But then you're going to open the closet, which is a simple, actually, like not slider track, but actually just an opening door. The closet is roughly the size of a door and about 2 feet deep, barely enough for the clothes that are in there. But the first thing that you'll notice looking in here is that, well, Paul has a decent sense of fashion. His clothes are new. Looking around in here, at the base of the closet, what you will see immediately is a stack of newspapers and cloths and a very well-maintained and used shoe shine kit. This is definitely somebody who prides himself on his appearance, at least his clothing. In fact, as soon as you open it, the pungent smell of shoe shine is going to rise out from the suction of air, and you'll see that there is quite a nice jacket hanging on the hook directly in front of you. Do you check around, look through stuff?
I was gonna check the pockets of the jacket first.
All right, sounds good. As you are flipping through the pockets, you'll find that he's got about 50 cents in one of them.
Okay.
Which could be your 50 cents. But in the other, you will come back with
I'm gonna leave it alone.
a piece of paper. It's a scrap of paper, an old business letterhead that says this: Campbell's Meat, 142 River, and has some annotations on it.
Okay, I will grab that.
Okay.
And I will take it to show whoever is closest to me.
Sounds good. In the bathroom, are you doing anything, Stanley, besides just like washing your face?
No, I'm washing my face.
Okay, and I have sent this to you all over our Facebook chat so that you have a copy of it as well. So it's a business card with half of a steer head on it, and some written figures on it. 63B times $12 equals 819 times 15% equals 122.85. So some basic math.
Okay.
as you're coming back, so what about you in the living room? Are you still tossing it around looking for stuff, or do you think you found everything that you're looking for in here?
We didn't get anything else, so that might be it.
I'm gonna go take a look around outside.
I roll? Yeah.
All right, so Gerry,
Yes.
since you have found about everything that you can, and Jessica was looking around for a little bit, you'll head into the bedroom and kind of almost bump into her as she heads out of the room.
Oh,
No
sorry
worries.
about that.
I found this, and I'll show her the sheet that I found.
Oh,
Looks like,
that's curious.
yeah, Campbell's meat.
Does anybody know Campbell's meats?
No.
So that math is wrong, if anyone.
Yeah, that math is sus.
Yeah, it doesn't quite add up.
Could be
Know what I
missing
mean?
something there.
Now, Gerry, you rolled what on your spot hidden roll? It
12.
was 12. And what is that? So I'm going to redeem the something good happens that just was purchased. And as Jessica hands you this, she's going to take a step back, and you're going to hear as her weight
What's that?
shifts on the floorboard again. And you're going to notice that one of the floorboards is loose underneath her heel.
Hey, doll. There's something squeaky under your shoe there.
Sure, and I'll step back so that
Yeah,
she can
step
take a look.
back one.
Hmm.
Okay, let's grab a. Would Gerry have a pen? Should have a pen or a pencil. See if she can.
I'd probably have a pen.
Yeah, something to pull
Jimmy
pull
it
the board.
open.
Yeah.
Cool. All
So
right.
you
It
can pull
easily
that board
pops up, actually. And under the floorboard, you are going to find a small cache hidden there. It is
wow.
going to contain $140 in cash, a bank ledger showing that Rogers has amassed a tidy sum of $1,145 in just a couple of weeks, as well as 4 full vials of this black stuff.
Sorry. Wow. That's quite the find.
As for everyone else, as you start heading out the back door, Max, the kitchen is now a bit aired out now that the door has been opened. But,
Okay.
oh God, the smell here is just awful. And as you pause there for a second, with your spot hidden, you're going to glance down and go, wait a minute. There's nothing in the backyard. The backyard's like a 20 by 20 square. Why does he have waiters covered in shit?
He's been going and stomping through the Campbell's meats.
I don't think you heard about the Campbell's meats before you went
Yeah,
outside.
you're right. Okay. Sorry. I guess it's just him. Yeah.
So do you have science or medicine?
I have. I've got natural world.
Yeah,
So
sure, that'll work. This
Yeah,
is
alright,
definitely natural. There's nothing more natural than poop. Everybody does it.
Everybody.
And I rolled a 9.
Okay, so glancing down, you
Nice.
are. Oh God, I can't believe I know this. You are going to lean down and take a quick breath, and are going to immediately recognize the pungent smell. That is obviously cow shit. It has the exact sharp notes that are found from particularly. Well, the grass sharp smell and the regurgitation, that very, very specific smell. And with that roll, you're going to know that it's not pigs. Actually, well, there could be some pig mixed in there. It's a slaughterhouse. But
Pigs are extremely distinctive for their poop.
pig poop is much sharper. Grass, it's more mellow. But I grew up in farming country. There was poop everywhere. But you're going to get that immediately, but you're also going to recognize that mixed in with the shit is quite a bit of blood.
Why do I want to suddenly make a logo that describes the back of a wine label, but it's manure with subtle hints of blueberry and walnut?
You do that on your own time.
Don't ruin
crazy boy.
blueberries or
Sorry.
walnuts for me, please.
Sorry.
No.
It is definitely not chicken shit, though. I will say.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You know that.
awful.
So yeah, and it looks. Honestly, you'd say that it looks even a little watered down. Like potentially. God, that was a hell of a roll. Was that a 2? You said?
I was a 9.
9. What's your skill?
40. So 9 under 40.
Is that a crit? Let's find out. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think it's like 5% for crit or something.
Is it under your? Is that under 1/5? So that's a hard.
No,
success.
it's not.
It's under half, so it's a hard success. So I'll say that. I mean, it looks like he's been wading through pig shit and cow shit for a while, and blood, which is going to absolutely call everything into effect. There.
I think our boy might be working in a stockyard or something.
Wow.
I mean,
This is all cow shit over here.
Funny you mentioned that. Jessica found a card for Campbell's Meats. Half a card anyway.
All right.
And,
Whereabouts is Campbell's Meats?
it says on the card.
it's
143 River Street.
That far from here?
Do any of us know where that is?
So just one moment, please.
Don't know, but
Education roll?
Gerry
Yeah,
would
that
also
works for
like
me.
to show off that we found the kid's hidey hole, with a lot of moolah and 4 more vials of that black crap.
Wow.
Yeah. Now he's coming back here tonight. We can't
probably.
take this. Yeah. We can't take this. As much as I
Jot
really.
down the address and those numbers he's got written there,
Mm-hmm.
and put everything back where we found it.
Hey,
Wait
do
around
we
and just
still
grab him?
We could wait and see if he comes home.
Make him
Wait,
talk?
Lay it all out, and then I'll get a picture of it. Then we have photographic evidence.
Where are you gonna get that developed?
I can
Well,
take it back to the university.
Okay.
I got friends.
Okay.
You're into photography as well?
Yeah, weekends.
How good with you are you with the camera?
Pretty good. What do I got?
I'm good.
50,
I have 10.
50%.
50%.
Not half bad.
Yeah, not half bad. There we go.
Okay.
So, I've got a camera you can
Oh,
use if you need
Christa.
one.
No, I
Besides
have my own.
patting the case. Oh, good. We'll have to compare notes later.
Quick side note: do we still have the other empty vial, or did we leave it anywhere?
You still have it. But
Yeah,
it-
we
it is-
definitely still have it.
So it's getting to about 11 o'clock right now. You all are probably getting kind of tired.
But idea: could we fill the vial with some other liquid? Find some ink or something, and snitch one of the vials.
I have it on good authority that Jessica has a pen.
I was gonna say I have a pen. I'm checking the equipment that is under my.
Mm-hmm.
I have an assortment of fountain pens and pencils.
So I will say that, yeah, actually you could swap out one of them for ink.
Yep, I will pop open
Yeah.
one of my fountain pens and swap all that in and.
No roll required. That's gonna be you can absolutely fill that up. It's basically empty except for a slight residue.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you'll
Shake it up and
easily be able to do that.
Hopefully, he doesn't try to drink it and die on the actual ink.
die on the ink or die on whatever this stuff is.
That's fair.
Actually, a lethal dose of ink is only insert factoid here.
Daisy, you're adorable.
She's so cute.
Thanks, kid.
Do you want me to take the swapped out vial? I guarantee you, no one's gonna take it from me.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, hang on to it. Now,
All right.
do we take this or do we wait for the kid to come back?
Well, we do have questions for it.
Daisy,
I'm partial to getting some answers about my nephew sooner rather than later.
Should we not perhaps bring this evidence to the police?
We could go to the farm and see if he's actually been there. You know, match samples of what's on the boots with what's there.
Honey, it's 1920s. How do we match samples of poop?
By taste.
Poop is poop in the 1920s.
Yes,
you
color and consistency.
could do more library research to find out more about the slaughterhouse.
We could.
Yes, I would be interested in
Or you
checking
could just
it.
like kick open the door to the slaughterhouse tonight and see what happens. Your call.
There you go.
Yeah,
There's an idea.
I'm liking that idea.
Up to you, boys.
No, it's not cyberpunk. We're not just rolling in there in the Canyon Arrow.
No, you're going in the
Canyon Arrow.
whatever it's called.
What was the forerunner of the Canyon Arrow?
The Hutsmobile.
The Hutsmobile. The Lionel.
Hi, I'm Lionel Hutz, and this is my paddy wagon.
Words.
Yes.
Do we know anything about this slaughterhouse? Like, does it provide local? Does it send to other cities?
Yeah, like how local is it?
It probably is a local one.
Anybody?
They might get stuff in.
I'm trying to think if anybody would have a skill that would know anything about this, but
Yeah,
let's
there
see.
isn't really one. I was looking.
let me just check some real quick.
I have history.
Oh,
I also have history.
I will give
Or
this as a hard history roll, so under 50%.
Okay, yeah.
I have to in order for mine to be useful. So
21.
roll 2.
Oh, well.
84. No luck.
51. It's
51?
over mine.
Okay, so just one sec while I double check the history of the
Stanley's
slaughterhouse.
a boxer. He goes,
So-
he's looking for sides of beef to punch.
I actually have history 45, so I need a target of 22, and I just rolled a 21.
Perfect. Okay, give me one sec just to double check the history of the slaughterhouse, because it's the one thing that I don't know the exact details
I'm sorry.
of off the top of my head. Why? It's fine.
Because I asked a question you didn't have the answers immediately for.
No, it's fine.
I'm kind of imagining
Perfect.
Stanley
Bound to
saw it in a
happen.
montage.
No, actually. Stanley, what you know is that the slaughterhouse there is a abandoned, run-down place on the edge of town. Hasn't been used in years, actually, since you were a kid. It's well over a decade. If you know what, fair enough. If the Depression didn't kill it, then just the lack of ownership would have. Now, you know a couple of fun things about it, though, because your family, well, some stories that you heard as a kid, used to call that street Blood Creek. The reason was that the abattoir, that is the slaughterhouse on River Street, was next to a small stream. They call it Blood Creek because the waste runoff would contain enough blood that it would darken the river into roughly the color of blood for a good few hundred feet. It's eventually the stream flows into the Miskatonic River and then becomes clean again. But that small stream was a real creep show when you were a kid. They would, in places it was just wide enough that you could jump it, and they dare you to do it. It's up to you whether or not you ever failed it.
Just once.
And that's all it takes.
You never fail after you do it once.
No.
Now, this isn't as bad as you've heard in Chicago. I gotta tell this history story, guys. I'm sorry. True stories, well, true legends about the city of Chicago, which used to slaughter enough animals to feed all of America back in the turn of the 1800s. They would drain all of the blood and material into the Chicago River, which apparently would get so overwhelmed with blood that clots and scabs would form thick enough that rats could run across the river. Likely apocryphal, but my god if that isn't an image.
That's
I know. Do you love it?
Ew.
I'm so fascinated. I'm like, ew, that's fucking gross, but also, oh my god.
The best part
Damn.
is for that is the Chicago River used to not flow into Lake Michigan. In the 1800s, Chicago decided to reroute the river and make it flow backwards, and they did it with 1800s technology. Sorry,
It's an insane story.
I'm a Chicagophile. I ran a lot of games in Chicago and did a lot of research. It is dope. But that's how they got rid of all of the blood. Also, Lake Michigan is deep enough it has its own tidal pool. It's a great lake with tides because God does not like us. Okay. All right, so with that. But yeah, you will know that the slaughterhouse has not been in use in about 10 years probably, and has just been sitting vacant for quite a while. Which means that if someone is using it, anybody can grab some old letterhead that's in a drawer or something in an abandoned building.
True.
Yeah, you said, is this a letterhead or is it a business card?
It's a business card.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like half a business card.
No, it's letterhead. Letterhead.
Oh, is it letterhead?
It's
Oh,
a
I
piece
thought
of
it was a
letterhead.
business card. Oh,
It's
my bad.
business letterhead, so it's a little bit of both.
There we go.
On card stock.
It's a scrap of
Maybe.
paper.
It's a scrap of paper.
Yeah, it's
It could be the
Okay.
cover of like one of those like carbon paper books.
it is half of the
It's
old
their
business's
TPS cover
letterhead.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's their
It's the
T.
cover. It's the
I'm
cover
gonna
of
need
their
you to get
TPS
me
report.
those TPS reports.
You forgot to put the cover sheet on your TPS.
World's best
report.
arcane drug dealer on the mug. Yeah. Okay. All right. So standing in the kitchen, discussing what to do. Stanley, you'll recognize that this place hasn't been in service in quite a while. What do you do?
It's probably abandoned. Like, I can't imagine anyone doing anything there. Like, there's probably not livestock or anything. Like,
Legal activities, though.
Yeah, it might be where they have their lab.
then even better reason to go check it out.
Might be worthwhile. I say we go check it out.
Do you think we should contact the authorities first?
We don't know what we have yet. We don't want to send them on a wild goose chase for nothing. I can't afford to have the cops, not favoring me.
We're working for the school anyway. We
Mhm.
gotta let them, give them a chance to handle things if they need to.
Well, then maybe we just collect as much evidence as possible, and when the time comes, we can turn it over to the powers that be.
Exactly. Then once you have a good amount of information, can provide a good report, that's when you take it to the cops.
We could take it now. It's pretty fresh.
I don't mean to be a suspicious Sally, but perhaps with the grad students not disappearing but being diverted, perhaps the school has a part in this.
That is a good point. It is coming from the grad. Do we know anyone? Any of you? I'm not really familiar with the faculty. Anyone who might seem off or suspicious or into some sort of weird thing?
Who had the list of people?
We copied the list, did we not?
Yeah,
we were going to.
I think that was in my hands because I was searching.
yeah.
Okay, because I don't know it exists, but if there's a list of people that I can look at and see if I know
Yes.
anybody.
Yes, because we
Max was
found a
actually planning on.
ledger.
I was going to pass that off to you anyway.
Okay.
Because you're the only one who might. Well, you and Stanley might know who students are. I have no idea.
Mhm.
Well, and I guess Jessica would too, being that she's a professor.
I'm not
What's
a
up?
professor. I'm just
No.
a freelance author.
She
Yeah.
did a lecture series there.
Lectures. Okay, so you might know someone if they came to your lecture.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, if you've got that, James, if you want to prevent.
So, I mean, it has a number of professors listed there. It has Dr. Henry Armitage, who's a chief librarian there. Professor Ferdinand C. Ashley, ancient history instructor. Of course, Professor Frank H. Pabodi, who is an engineering professor that you know personally, Pabodi. It has Dr.
Is it Pabodi or Peabody?
It's spelled Pabodie.
That's Pabadi.
That's
Okay. Yeah.
or it's misspelled here. Professor Lake, who does biology. It's got quite a few faculty lists. I'll say that it also has Tony Alwyn, who's the assistant librarian. Professor Dominique Mo O'Brien in philosophy. I'm not just reading the Miskatonic University wiki page.
No.
Use it or lose it, folks.
Okay, do I know Frank Pabadi? Professor Pabadi?
Of course you know Frank, but Dr. Pabadi.
Dr. Pabadi.
Professor
Interesting.
Pabadi? Let me double check.
Has anything-
Professor Doctor? Professor Frank H. Pabadi. Yeah, he has an upcoming excursion. He's supposed to go visit some mountains in the near future, do some engineering in the mountains or something. I don't know. It's going to be a mad good time in the mountains.
Have I seen anything weird with him?
Make me a roll. What would be a good... There's no empathy skill in this system, is there?
Yes, it's psychology.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Ooh, I
of course
have
it's-
that.
Yeah, make me a psychology roll to see if you've ever gotten a vibe off
Well,
of
it's not good though.
it.
Can I take a shot at it too?
Do you take engineering courses?
No, but I do have psychology.
Well, but you don't know
You
the
haven't
guy.
met him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You don't know the professor.
No, unless someone wants to buy me a determination. I don't.
Okay.
No, I have 53 of 35.
So I'll let you roll the psychology for anybody that you might have come across, though. Not for this guy specifically.
Okay. Like
No,
another-
for Stanley.
Oh, for Stanley. Okay.
Because Stanley was asking.
Is there
So-
anyone in there that he would have?
Potentially, yeah. So Stanley, you're in archaeology. So Dr. Francis Morgan is the one that you have dealt the most with. So he's a professor of medicine and comparative anatomy, also archaeology. Who is there? Oh, also someone just paid for you to reroll that.
Thanks, Robin. Ah, damn it. No, I
No.
didn't get it.
Okay,
But thank
so,
you.
no worries.
Thanks for the try.
You hear the sound of a barking dog nearby. And you start to get a little spooked. You're breaking and entering. This is a crime.
Yeah.
And
That's the one that did the breaking.
I'm gonna spend
Alright.
I'm gonna spend a hurt the more to say that you're going to just start to edge out of the door. And as you are talking, Stanley, going through some people in your head, what'd you get on your roll?
69.
See, nice.
Nice.
Is that under your psychology?
No, it's not.
Nice. Okay, so you're like, he seems nice. He's a little frazzled. He spent some time in Dunwich a while ago doing something, and hasn't been the same since. But you know, I mean, his generation are all shell-shocked anyway, right? Taking a step outside to get some air and start moving, trying to basically do that thing, Daisy, where you convince people to maybe we should
Time to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
By kind of walking away and
Yeah.
hoping people follow you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Daisy, do me a favor. Can you make me a spot hidden roll at hard difficulty? Oh, pardon me.
Probably not.
Can you do it at... I'm going to need this at very hard.
That's a
Oh.
9.
That's rude.
9-9.
9-9.
I would also allow listen or psychology. Would you
I
get...
I rolled
The
an
look
8.
on her face.
Did you roll it?
I rolled an 8.
That is
Woohoo!
fantastic.
Oh, good job.
Go, Christa.
I haven't made a spot hidden roll both games.
As you step outside and look around and hear the sound of a dog barking in the distance, you will suddenly see something flitter out of the corner of your eye as the moonlight shines down, and a creature, shocking and uncouth black thing with a smooth, oily whale-like surfaces, unpleasant horns that curve inward toward each other, and bat-like wings, that make no sound suddenly lurches forward and goes to grab you. You may make a dodge roll because you succeeded that spot hidden.
Oh no!
Oh,
That's not good
joy.
either. Oh, my dodge isn't half bad. Oh no!
no.
Is it half bad
Oh.
now?
No, it's 53 out of 40. I
Okay,
can't-
this thing is going to swoop.
Do you have luck?
Oh no!
She does not.
Oh, I could spend a
You
lot
could,
of luck.
you could spend a lot of luck. Yeah. How much luck do you
13
have?
points.
Hmm.
I could do it, but it's I don't know. if
You would
it's
also
worth-
have to beat its roll.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. No.
Oh,
Fair enough.
that could be difficult.
It could be difficult. It swoops
be
forward
challenging.
and grips you, seizing you with these long, tenderless claws that rise up from where its hip joint should be, wrapping around you. It snarls in your face. I need a sanity check, please.
Oh God, it's not
Let's
good.
go, boy!
Oh. I made it.
You actually made it. Oh,
I rolled a
congratulations.
43 under 50.
Okay, so you are going to receive 0 sanity loss because they do not inflict it if you succeed. So are you going to make a noise as this happens?
Not for the first second, but then screaming, yes.
Okay, you are all going to just hear an eep, and then as you glance, you're going to see stockinged feet and one shoe drop to the ground as she is lifted into the air, and I think this is a great time for us to take a quick bathroom break. Folks,
I
we'll
knew
be
it was
right
coming.
back. Don't go anywhere. Doomed!
This is Lysithian Callisto. Be sure to tune into Wild Beyond the Witchlight, coming this September to Dork Tales. Oh, what idiots are not one.
And we're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Let's Talk to the Chat. We're going to make it kind of quick tonight. I want to do about 5 minutes of just chatting with you guys before we hop back into game, because I got a lot I want to do. I want to see if we can finish this so we can move on to Genius Loci, which I will try to compress into a single episode, which will be difficult. So, folks, hey, welcome. We are back. And that's kind of weird, because I only ran one game last week, and it was Call of Cthulhu. And that feels weird for me. I don't know about you guys.
You're welcome.
It's about the same for me. I haven't really noticed any difference.
I mean, you're
It
often
was
in the
weird not
chat.
having anybody on. We had to actually watch regular TV, and it was just like, there's nothing on. TV sucks.
Kind of. I mean, that's why people are moving to us. So,
That's why we did.
thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, so folks, this week is actually a really busy one, so hopefully you are going to stick around, because on Wednesday night we are returning with the Shards of Nirn Season 4, which actually I'm still recording the opening for that. It's getting really hard to cram everything into that 4-minute opening. I'm just going to put that in there. And then Friday we're coming back with the Reign of Emeries. Saturday is Mage is going to be back, which is going to be fantastic. And then Sunday I'm taking a day off because I don't think we have anything. Oh, I'm not taking a day off. Sunday is Ghost of Saltmarsh, but I'm not running it. That's Amy's game.
Like a break.
See, basically, I just get to be sexy Aragorn and wear my floofy wig.
Family hair.
Family hair.
Oof, I hate that so much.
That's kind of why we love it.
Oh, please no.
Family hair. Mom, it's my turn to wear the family hair.
So how's everybody else doing? Y'all doing well? I see that
Good.
Hayden, you have been doing a bunch of stuff recently. Oh, sorry, I caught you right when you were about to eat noodles.
No, I was like, are you talking about the fact that
Uh-oh,
I'm
what happened
fully
to
just
Stanley? Oh, there's
eating
Stanley.
instant ramen?
It's quick ramen. It's fast.
Um,
No, but you've been doing a lot of stuff.
been
You've been doing
doing a
some more
lot of
voice
dice
work.
stuff. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of VO lately. Just kind of, I'm waiting for like new episodes of shows to be ready to record.
Mm-hmm.
It's a show I'm not going to be able to talk about for like 2 years, and I'm dying. It's so good. It's so good. But heckin', I've been making a lot of dice lately. I'm gonna
Yay.
shamelessly pimp out my
Your
my
dice
dice
company?
making
Your Etsy?
Instagram and Twitter. Go follow me. I'm like 20 followers away from 200 on Instagram.
Wait, am I already
Um,
following you? Hold on.
You might be. I'm at Guildhall Dice on
Oh, I think I am.
Instagram and on Twitter. I just finished making dice for Mim, who's a wonderful, wonderful VTuber. They hang out with Takahata 101 a lot, and Kimrai, and they're such a sweetheart. They commissioned me to make dice based on their VTuber model. I'm working on a dice series for Nat 19.
Yeah, I'm following you.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure you are.
Your dice are so nice. Like, look at these. Look at these. You can't see the color. Oh wait, we're in sepia. So never mind.
Sepia tone.
Go look at the red. The red ones that kind of look like they're like root beer bottles, like the old candies, Coke bottles.
Yeah, those are based on our Hobgoblin Vogan on our Saturdays games over there.
Nice.
We're doing a Vestige series of dice, which I'm working on this week. And then I got a commission from Robin today. I'm basing it on their character for our upcoming game, so you guys aren't going to see
What upcoming
any of that.
game? What is this?
That is Wild Beyond the Witchlight, Kelly.
Oh.
I'm so excited.
So Wild Beyond the Witchlight is actually that debuts in our
Like 2
episode
weeks?
0 is in what 2 weeks
2
from
weeks.
today.
I
or from
have it
tomorrow.
on my calendar.
And
So
then
I
our
just
first,
finished
on a
Christine's
Tuesday.
shirt.
yeah, and then you're working on my jacket apparently, so that's gonna be wild.
I realized the pattern I had, I guess, got cut down to a medium.
That's
And so
not
now
me.
I'm having to resize it. But I think I got it. And then I've got Robin's jacket ready for her first fitting.
Nice.
Oh, I
So-
cannot wait to see
I'm
everyone's
so
costumes for that show. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, just making a whole lot of dice, basically.
nice.
All right. So anybody else have anything they're talking about real quick? I know I'm going to be on your podcast soon, Christa. So
Yeah, you are.
Because I've got a copy of the body under my green screen right here. And I got to continue reading that.
Yes.
But folks, as we're heading back in, I do want to say thank you very much for being here with us and for being patient as we took a little bit of time off to basically just like catch up and breathe and stuff like that. And some of it was incidental. Like we had a player who needed some time off because they hurt their back. And like, I mean, streaming is surprisingly hard on the body, and it doesn't seem like it would be, but
Yeah. It's
I don't
one
know,
of
it
those
kinda
weird
is.
things.
But really appreciate all that you do for us. And this is the part of the program where I'm going to briefly plug. It is September on Twitch. So if you are on Twitch right now, you can support the channel at a discount. But if you want to make sure that the channel gets more of the funds, you can do it a couple of ways. The easiest way is to go to patreon.com/dorktales and become a patron, where we just, Robin and I sat down for about 4 hours the other night and completely redid all the Patreon tiers.
Wow.
So there's a lot of cool new stuff that people are getting. People are going to get, so some of our people are getting personalized shout outs at the end of the episode, which, you know what, because it's long overdue, I'm going to give them a quick shout out right now. So quick shout out to our high level patrons, Taryn, the Prince of the Patreon, and our 2 divine producer tier patrons, DM Mike and Shulton. So thank you so much. You have been really helping memes and dreams come true. It's really awesome.
I like that.
Plus, they get to introduce gods to our D&D settings because they are absurdly generous, and I make it worth it. It was actually funny because one of them upgraded their membership from the level where they get to create like a demonic entity. And they're like, oh, I want to, well, now I'll be a god. And I'm like, okay, cool. No, it works. What happens to my demon? And like, you mean the entire plot of Reign of Emeries that is destroying the world a second time? Oh yeah, that's just going to vanish when you change tiers. Bro, of course it's not. Like, it's literally become the antagonist of the campaign.
It's kind of there.
But they had a big hand in creating that. So it's kind of cool to be able to work with that and to develop things together communally. And it also is really nice just to have that because Dork Tales has kind of become my primary gig. So being able to afford rent is useful. But with that, all right, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And it allows us to do cool things like Kelle and I recorded the first episode of something today that you will be finding out in a couple
Something
weeks.
exciting.
Something exciting. It went pretty well. It'll be a little shorter
went
than I
good.
thought.
Yeah.
But
That's okay.
short's fine. All right, so folks, that's been a little bit over 7 minutes, I believe. So I think it's time for us to head back into game. Any last things? Everybody doing well?
Pretty good. You're gonna have to deal with me consuming noodles.
Yeah. It'll just be the sound of elder tentacles.
Hell yeah, man.
I've been eating chicken this whole time, so
At least you
Yeah,
have
dude.
chicken.
I do have chicken.
All right. So, oh God, I haven't worn these glasses in over a decade, and I hate them. Did I wear these when I played Caliburn?
Oh yeah, don't forget.
Yeah, don't.
Oh.
I might have. Anyway, don't forget what. Oh yeah, keep telling me.
Nothing.
Don't
Nothing.
forget everything.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to see
Fine.
here.
Nothing to see. Move along.
I hate that so much. Not even in a
We're
fun
just
way.
replaying Christa's greatest hits.
Yes. Sticking your hand in.
Speaking of which, let's hit the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Oh, by the way, remind me at the end of the episode to, when I do the Patreon shout out again, to also remind people of a couple of other benefits that they get access to if they're on the Patreon, which are fantastic, and they're going to be really good. And Mike, you're going to be in them soon, so that's going to be good. Okay, so folks, we're going to head back into game right now. Keep Kelle employed. # keep Kelle employed. I don't care if it's me or if it's another Kelle. Just keep all Kellys employed. Even this
It's
one, even
true.
Kelle.
Come to the mall.
Do it. Then I can do
Go
cool
shopping.
stuff.
Yeah.
Keep me employed doing artsy shit. Okay. And with that, let us head back in to Call of Cthulhu. As soon as I just had a bunch of Coke Zero, so 1 second. Don't want to go into this like it's like the end of Rick and Morty's. Hey, Morty, there's a tentacle monster. Morty. Oh, Rick, I don't know. It's got a lot of tentacles, Rick. Well, it's your prom date, Morty. Welcome to anime. You know that would be a line from... Anyway.
That would totally be a Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Did you just write as Hayden's getting the noodles? All right.
Perfect.
3, all right.
Timing.
Just keep them dangling out of your mouth and be like, in dread, Cthulhu. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Heading back in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu here on Dork Tales. When we last left our investigators, Daisy had just been swept off of her feet literally by a dark, handsome stranger.
I don't know if that goes.
Wait, what game were we playing? Can we go to that one? I'd rather go to that one.
Yeah, we'll be
please.
playing Bedlam Hall right now.
Well, he's
There
not
you go.
wearing the family hair, so.
Oh God, please stop. All right. So with that, Ace, you are going to notice immediately the yelp of surprise as Gertie is, probably not Gertie. What am I doing?
Daisy.
As Daisy is ripped off of her feet. One of her shoes drops to the floor as she is lifted up, potentially by someone on the roof. You are actually acting simultaneously with this person who has grabbed her. What would you like to do? So this is about 10 feet from you on the other side of the back door.
Would you believe I have the jump skill?
Yeah.
Oh, that jump rope from boxing.
Would you believe I just rolled a 6?
Okay, so what are you trying to do,
Yeah.
I guess, is the big question.
Can I try to jump up and grab hold of Daisy at the other end? We can a tug of war.
Sure, let's
Just
go
rip
ahead
me
and
in
do
half.
that. So, rushing out, you are going to just leap up and grab onto Daisy's legs, getting a good look up. Oh, you're wearing pants, aren't you?
I'm wearing pants.
You're wearing pants. Okay.
Wow,
So
pockets.
I have a strength of Cool. I'm gonna spend a hurt more to double my
fantastic.
capacities, and at that, I am going to continue.
Can I roll a something good happens?
I already used that.
Oh no.
You
Do
are
we
going to
have
be.
I believe there were
We have one
2.
left? Yeah, we have one left, don't we?
You're gonna use it right now.
Oh,
Well,
let me
I would
die,
prefer to
guys.
keep Daisy in one piece.
Not worth me.
You can spend it right now if you want.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Damn.
All right,
Okay.
sure. I'm gonna spend my other hurt the more to cancel it. Boom!
Oh!
Get
All
counter.
right.
That is getting counterspelled on a revivifier. Right
I
there.
know.
That's what that
Yeah.
is.
All right.
Can I spend the one that just got dropped
Nope.
in chat?
Nope. I'm gonna disable it if this keeps up.
Damn.
You monsters!
No fun.
Because I already
Hurt the
said
more.
it happened. So it is out. Thank you. Chef Aladeth just redeemed to hurt them more anyway. So with that, you are both going to be lifted into
Bugger
the
all.
air. And I need you to make me a sanity check, which you can spend if something good happens on to roll with advantage. If you
For
want.
both of us?
No, just for him, because he's seeing this for the first time.
Oh, right.
26.
26, is that under your sanity?
Yeah. Wait, do we... No, it restores at the end of the adventure, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm at 44 right now.
Okay. Glancing up, you're going to see the outline of a pale, bat-like creature with a tendrillous tail that drips down from its torso. As you are grabbing on, actually, it is going to lift up, and I believe... How fast can I climb? Let's find out. Boop, 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 boop. That is going to be... There we go. So for move... Since this is my first time with the system, James, do you remember if move is in feet, meters, or is it in
good point. I think it's in yards.
Yards? Yeah, it'd be in yards. I'm just gonna double check that real quick because that will depend a lot on falling damage in a minute. Movement rate 33 and 132. Wonder if it's on the cheat sheet. It probably is.
My movement's 9.
You're fine. Everything's fine.
We're all fine here.
How are you?
Number of yards and 5 times in one round. So, okay. You are going to be lifted. I'm going to say that due to the weight difference, it's going to be half speed. So you are suddenly up 6 meters in the air. Sorry, 6 yards. 6 yards. What's a meter? And as this is happening, I'm going to say that Daisy, you're my primary concern right here. And I... Okay. You are going to feel a strange sensation creep underneath the side of your vest as this long snake-like tail with a bladed tip begins slowly dragging its blade along your ribs, tickling you. This uncomfortable... I'm not even kidding. This is its power. It kills you by tickling you to death.
No,
that is not awesome.
That is some HP Lovecraft stuff right there, folks.
Just terrible.
Okay, you are going to... the target becomes bewildered, humiliated, and disoriented, suffering a penalty die on all rolls for a little while, for sure. Okay. Sounds good.
Do I get a bonus for wearing a girdle?
No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. So this thing begins to lift you to the sky. Daisy, what do? You are being grappled by this thing as you are dragged into the air by this tickling monster.
Oh my god. I want to try to get away from it.
Absolutely.
What do I...
Okay, so a counter grapple roll. Let's take a look. Okay. So, outnumbered, ranged and thrown weapons, fighting maneuver. So I'll say this would be a contested fight check, probably.
Okay, that's not going to be great. And I have disadvantage,
You
right?
have disadvantage, yep. But, you know what I'm going to do, though? I'm actually going to cancel that out for... I'm going to give you just a flat roll because you have 200 pounds of meat hanging off your legs.
Cool.
Which is going to give you, you're going to be it's going to be harder for you to maneuver, but it's going to be easier for you just to go, try to, to out of the grip. Okay, so this will be a contested fight roll for me to try to hang on.
God.
You can also roll, it'll be fight.
No, it's real bad. It's real bad, guys.
Okay, so it has a success.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Okay, so you try to struggle, and it grabs you into your ear as you begin to lift higher and higher. 4 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards into the air. Jessica, you hear this, and you see Ace's legs dangling as he is lifted above the doorframe. This mountain of meat.
See through there.
What do you do, Jessica?
I'm just gonna scream in terror
because I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna scream out what the fuck I'm seeing.
Okay.
And what do I have? I don't got no firearms. I got nothing. I'm a writer, y'all. Wee.
Did you say you had a gun at all, though?
I said I don't. No,
Okay.
I never claimed a gun. I'm a writer. Damn it.
Do you have any athletics or throwing or anything like that?
Let me check.
From throwing books at your editors? Take the damn thing.
Man.
Specialty in manuscript.
No, I don't. None of that shit.
Okay.
Dexterous is all heck. How high is Daisy from me? Because I'm seeing.
So are you heading out into the porch?
Yeah.
Okay, so rushing out into the porch, you can see that Daisy and this creature are about this shape of black wings. As you look at it, I need a sanity check as soon as you step outside and see this thing.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so you want under your sanity.
Okay.
Did
I
you?
got 58. My sanity is 65, so I'm under my sanity.
Perfect. All right, so you will suffer no. You will get a what the fuck moment as you look up and see this shape lifting her into the sky. So they are about. They're about 7 yards in the air right now, given their body size as well. But from the bottom of her feet, 6 yards. 2 of which are composed of Stanley. So Stanley's feet are 12 feet in the air.
Okay.
Gosh.
I'm fairly dexterous.
You could try to grab onto Stanley's
I'm
legs.
gonna try.
This is gonna be the creepiest kite ever.
TPK, let's go, boy.
Okay.
How
All right.
many people
Try
can he lift?
jump
Just
up
getting
off
poo
of
down
the,
from the
Oh yeah, man.
balloon.
To jump off of the like the railing.
There
of
is
the
a railing
balcony
next to the door. Yep.
and try to like boost myself up to grab him.
Okay, so yeah, I will allow that. What's your jump score? Do you have one?
I don't have a jump score.
Okay, you can spend the something good happens to roll with because there is something there that you can use. You can roll with advantage or roll with bonus if you want.
You guys okay if I do that? Can I
Yeah,
get these
Go for
babies?
it.
What the heck?
All right.
Okay. If you roll a crit, you're gonna break your neck though.
Yeah, man. I'm okay if I die. If I die, I die. So the something good is to
So you will roll the 10
re-roll
spot
the
again.
10. This isn't gonna help me, guys. Yeah, I know that made it worse. So I rolled an 81.
Oh man.
Holy really?
Oh.
Well,
Bye,
it's
fuckers.
just a failure. So you're going to climb up and you're going to jump and are going to grab on to Stanley's ankles, and both of his shoes are going to pop up as you pull his socks off and are going to fall
At
in the
least you
mud.
didn't pants him. Still got his
Oh.
pants.
Okay, so Jessica, you are going to land on the ground holding his shoes. You now have things you could throw at this thing, though.
Can I throw the
You better.
shoes?
I'll
Better
let
be
you
a
throw the
good
shoe as a free
throw.
action. Yeah, I'll let you throw the shoe.
Woo!
So you can make me a fight roll, I think,
have
or
a
throw.
brawl roll.
Just throw
Brawl
that
is
option.
for punchy punch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do I got?
So
What
I
do got?
think you
I
have to
don't no
use.
fighting.
Fighting and brawl are the same thing.
Are they fighting?
There is a throw skill.
Throw is
throw,
a skill.
the throw skill.
I
Yeah.
do not have throw. So,
So just
have
make
20%.
me. You could just make under 25%. Go ahead.
all right,
They're
boys.
20%.
Here comes the 001.
002.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not.
Yes. What?
I'm not
Beamed it
kidding.
with a sneaker.
Okay, so no, these are hard. This is the 20s, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
These
okay.
are hard
It's gonna be a hard
souls.
shoe. Yeah.
There's
Uh,
nails in
Take
there,
pictures.
bitches.
Okay, hold on. I shouldn't have given. Okay, cool.
You did this to yourself.
I did.
Yes.
Oh, now you're
It
cocky.
really hurts.
Okay, hold on.
I
I gotta
never
see
said I'm
how
cocky.
much
I'm
damage
just
does a
always-
shoe do.
I'm just ready to die.
He
And
is
that's
dishonored
where-
in several countries, but
A punch or a kick would do 1d3 plus the strength bonus.
do you have a strength bonus at all, Jessica?
My strength is. I don't have a. Well,
Who throws a shoe?
it's 1d3 plus 1d6.
So,
Thank you, Christa.
so you have a 1d6 for your strength.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll 1d3 plus 1d6.
For 1d3.
So you roll a d6 and divide it by 2.
Okay, cool. So I will grab another d6. I have them all.
Are you shitting me, really? It's so good.
I love it. Love it so much.
Who throws a shoe, honestly?
Where's my
It's
goddamn
gonna
shoe?
be
Yeah,
Seven
that's what I was
total.
thinking.
7 total? Okay. You are going to, in your frustration as you hit the ground nice and hard, are going to just hurl a shoe up from the mud, and it's going to... And like the sailing hammer of Mjolnir, it is going to strike this creature in the side of the jaw, issuing a spew of black ichor into the night that silhouettes the moonlight for a moment and gives you an idea for a story. And it is going to start to stumble through the air, having trouble maintaining flight as you have concussed it severely.
Oh.
Okay.
With a shoe.
Now, Max, it is your
I'm
turn.
an old author.
All right.
I know what I'm about.
If everyone else is running out, Max is going to run out as well. Look
All
up.
right.
Shit himself, and then try to pull out his 38.
I'd like a sanity check to see the size
Yeah,
of the
totally.
shit.
53 under 68.
Okay.
You need the waiters.
So I am good.
Those do poison damage. Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
rushing out, you're going to see what the
He has a
hell?
weakness to shoes.
Actually,
What the
you know,
hell?
so as you rush out, there's going to be a, and some of this ichor is going to splat you right in the side of the glasses and face. It's not going to cause you any drama, but oh, you know what? I ever hurt them more. Yeah, it's going to. So you're 38. I'm going to give you a penalty dice.
Am I 38?
Yeah.
I'm already so dangerous to my friends with this thing.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay.
Aurora
Well,
Borealis.
I'm still gonna try to shoot.
Get it over with.
So I get 2 shots with this thing. I normally have 40 in this. So good luck, folks.
It's going to be fine. 100.
So okay. And I reroll the tens die and just take the worst of the 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have first shot is a 77. And then a 38.
Oh, the
So
38.
I do actually hit one. Wow. Okay.
Sorry?
So I did actually hit with one of them.
Because you get 2 shots.
Oh, you
I
get
get
2
2 shots. Yeah,
And
2 shots.
Did
with
you
a-
roll with disadvantage on both?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
And so 77 was the high one?
Yes, 77 was the high one.
All right, so hold on. Let me just double check. What's your skill?
Normally 40.
Okay, because this is not just a normal roll, because this thing is basically invisible against a night sky.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's pure blackness. So it's actually I think it's a hard roll to try to hit this thing. Let me just see, though. It's got a lot of stats.
Okay, then I will have missed both shots.
I'm just confirming, though. One second. I can't find the rule, so I'll just allow it. I said, you know what? I said it was silhouetted by the moon, so go nuts.
Okay.
I said silhouetted by the moon.
Sure. So that's 1 hit and 1 wide miss.
Okay.
The hit does 9 damage.
9 damage?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, a bullet is going to whiz by Daisy's face. Is actually going to, like, a puff of your hair is going to detach from you as you are laughing and being tickled to death. And some of your red locks are going to float down through the air in front of you, where the bullet almost brained you. The other one is going to go into that exact same spot a second later. However, the impact of the shoe is going to cause it to pivot and shift, and the bullet is going to catch this creature right in the upper chest, and with a cacophonous, almost sucking implosion, the front of its chest is going to explode out, and it is going to begin to drop you from the air. I would like, let's see, is there a dex check? I guess this is just falling damage at this point. Is there anything for when you fall?
try to see here. I don't think so.
I thought falling was like wicked deadly.
It is wicked. This
We
is how
made
they
jokes about it. Yeah.
Yeah, this I made them on purpose. However, this thing is dragging you over the roof. So, Stanley. Okay. Stanley, you're going to be dropped. You're going to take 1 hit point of damage. You kind of land a little hard on your ankle.
Okay. If only I had a shoe on.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Sorry.
All right, and then Daisy, you are going to be dropped as well. Make me a luck check, basically,
Oh,
to see if you hit the
God.
roof or miss the roof.
No, that's 2 10s. Let's not roll those.
I mean, you.
Oh, I just missed it. 57 over 50.
Okay, so that means that you are going to fall that's 2 dice. Okay, Daisy, how many hit points do you have?
10.
Okay, you are going to fall hard and feel a horrible wrench as you hit the ground. Your arm is behind you as you land, and you're going to feel your elbow pop out of joint. You're going to take 6 hit points of damage.
Oh, God. Okay.
Wow.
There is a crunching sound as the cartilage in your forearm tears. And are you left or right-handed? Because it is, luckily enough, you're offhand.
She's probably a lefty.
Okay, so your right hand is bent behind your back at a disturbing angle, and you're going to start going into a bit of shock, which is even better because, Gerry, all of this is happening outside of the house directly next to you. What do? Do you want to go out and see what the hell's going on?
Yeah, because there's crazy commotion happening.
Rushing outside, there is going to be a sudden motion around you. As you step outside, there is going to be... and something is going to hit the concrete steps in front of you with enough velocity to shatter like an overripe box of grapefruits as this creature that was hovering in the air is going to explode directly onto you and your clothing. I need you to make me a sanity check, please. And do this sanity check with a penalty.
Oh, no.
Because some of it's getting in your mouth.
Stick.
Oh, no.
Oh. So what? Whoa. So how does that work?
So you do a sanity check and re-roll the 10 and take the highest.
Oh, it's 65. Okay. Sorry, I do what again?
Try to roll
Yeah.
your sanity. So
Okay,
roll it once and then roll the 10 dice a second time and give me the worst of the 2.
Right.
Worst being the highest.
Oh God, 83. Please
Yep.
be lower.
Your sanity is not.
No, it's not gonna help you.
Oh yes, 13.
You give me the
That's-
worst of them.
That's not gonna help you.
Oh
You have a
right.
bad dice, not a good dice.
So
That's
80
right. I have bad
83.
dice.
You know what?
83.
This is for the
It's
best
not
though.
good.
So you're going to take 4 points of sanity damage, which is better than 5.
Okay.
All right. So, anytime you fail a sanity roll, you suffer some involuntary reaction, like you jump, cry out, startle, lash out, freeze. This thing is going to... And it's going to just cover your
I've
face
done my
with this
bits.
kind of viscous slime, this gack. If you remember gack, it's
Oh,
gack.
no.
Yeah.
And it's going to get into your mouth.
Yeah.
It tastes like old pennies and ashtrays and...
Old Gack from the 1920s.
Proto-gack, yeah.
Uh,
Okay, so what do you do? Like, what's her reaction? How does she lose a moment of her life?
just find something to get rid of this. You know, maybe just
Go
run
full
and-
Lady Macbeth, but your mouth.
Yeah.
So you just run to the sink and start purging?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just feel.
All right.
God.
And with that, you rush back in and start vomiting into the sink.
Yeah.
As you do, you purge, and it's been a long time since you've had anything to eat. In fact, none of you have eaten since you met up at the police station, except for a cup of coffee. The bile that comes out of you is acidic and harsh and covered in this ichor. And as the ichor hits the drain, it is going to congeal and turn into centipedes and begin crawling and writhing down the drain.
I think I really just lost 4 points of sanity.
You're welcome. I do what I can. All right.
I know.
The rest of you are going to take a moment. You are badly hurt, Daisy. Stanley, you could probably wrap your ankle, but you're mostly just bruised up. What do you all do?
I'm gonna run to Daisy
Okay.
and
I
try
will
to
do the
help
same.
her
Okay.
pop stuff back into place or anything. Just looking over her and
If
trying to
you-
help.
If you want, you can make me a medicine check.
Yup. Let's see what I got.
Okay.
Does my biology help me? Because I have +5 of that now.
So do you have any medicine at all?
I'm looking.
So first aid or medicine, either one.
So Max is going to try to assist with his 1% medicine.
Okay.
First aid is
black.
30%. First aid is 30% with
First aid
no
is 30?
training.
Oh, hey, it is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try that. Below
Okay.
30, please,
So
dice.
I'm just gonna double check the teamwork rules real quick because you
Nope.
might.
I don't actually think that Hirst is in any way effective as an assistant.
Yeah,
He's
but you
just kind
could-
of going,
you
how do I
could-
help?
You could cause her to botch by helping.
That's true. Yeah.
This is
You'd be in the
way-
light.
Well, and you're just like, do that, and it's like, no, don't do that. Don't
Goodness.
disconnect that. Group luck roll assistance help. Help maybe. Help on help.
Help.
Combined rolls. Help me out here, guys.
For ease, maybe just do like both people make a check and the supporting one gives advantage if it works. Because we're both at like 30%. It's not likely to help.
What about it? What about like in D&D? You just get a bonus die.
Because I think there should be a chance at failure for
Yeah, I
this, because
guess.
it's Cthulhu's hardcore, right?
Yeah, true,
Combined
true,
skill
true.
rolls. In some situations, may ask for a roll. Pushing skills. I'll say that in this case, like only one person can really help reset a bone. The other person mostly is just trying to keep the other person calm. So who's making the roll?
Here,
for
bite
it?
down on this.
Do you have medicine at all? Because I got nothing, dude.
Oh, do I have medicine? No.
Yeah. No?
No, not at all.
Cool.
Nah.
Your
We're the same.
face
We're
in
exactly
my
as bad at each other.
hands. Wee.
So, I mean, you can
Roll
you
first aid.
You can roll first aid.
Yeah.
What, did you already
yeah,
roll,
you
Jessica?
can roll it.
Nope, I haven't. I'm about to do so.
Give it a try. So Max is gonna. Max, how do you keep Daisy in check?
I rolled 6.
You rolled 6.
I'm not kidding.
Okay.
I rolled 6.
So Max,
Hallelujah.
how do you keep Daisy from crying out or otherwise harming herself while this is occurring?
Ooh. Yeah, he would probably put like the like leather strap of his bag in her teeth,
Okay.
so she can bite into that.
Daisy,
Bite down.
This is gonna hurt
And
like
then-
hell.
It's gonna be
So-
okay, Daisy. It's gonna be okay. And then looking down and being like, it's gonna be okay.
So, Jessica, as you roll Daisy over to do this, you're going to see that there is a compound fracture.
Oh,
It is not just a bent.
can't
a
set
bent.
that.
You can do a little bit of work though to try to pop it back in, or well, we'll say not a Well, I mean that was like half your health.
Oh
So-
yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be so.
I would imagine it's just all the way down. Like there's nothing.
So you are going to be able to stabilize this a bit and do a little bit of help with that roll because you did so well. So Daisy, you're actually going to heal 3 points of damage. So we're going to say that whatever damage is done to this arm, this is mangled. It's already starting to swell. You're going to look at it and go, "Oh God, I hope this works." Set your foot in the corner of her armpit and pull. There is going to be the sound of the stars aligning under her flesh. And Daisy, you're gonna get a little. You're gonna check out for a couple minutes, I think.
She vomits and passes out.
Yep.
Yeah, very likely.
So, yeah, maybe not compound. We'll say that with the D3, your arm's definitely broken. We'll say, but
It's
the bone.
every joint is dislocated, and
We'll
there's
say
a
that the
few
shoulder
broken.
dislocated and that you snapped the bone, one of the
Totally.
bones of your forearm, we'll say. And that your elbow is definitely gonna be, you're gonna have tendonitis. And
Need
tinnitus.
some pins.
And tinnitus.
I turned off
Just
that.
from the elbow.
Rude.
My elbow keeps ringing.
Tinnitus of the elbow.
Is that what my problem is? I have tinnitus and it's in my
Probably
elbow?
it, yeah.
Maybe.
So no wonder they can't
Cyberpunk
figure
problems.
out where it's
Okay,
happening.
so you're going to pop that in. So, and I rolled a 5 out of 6, so you healed 3 points of damage from that. Congrats, good job on that, you two. Stanley, what are you doing? Like, you're the only one that's not involved. So, picking up your shoes?
Yeah, I'm finding my shoes in the mess.
One of them has
Where's
a
my
wriggling,
shoe?
translucent worm trying to burrow into the side of the leather.
I will smash it on the ground.
Okay, before or after you put your shoe on?
Jeez,
Put my shoe on and then stomp it.
Okay.
Nearby, you see that this
Your
creature
foot.
is lying on the back stoop. It doesn't appear to be alive, but how could you tell? What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna go double
Shouldn't be
tap
alive
it.
in the first.
A couple of quick lifts of that newly reacquired boot, and its brain matter, or whatever strange ephemera dwelled between its ears, or whatever those holes are, mars the back step. You feel a little better. Gain 1 point of sanity back.
Yay!
I will say mutilating the corpse of an elder creature is going to give you a point of sanity back, because
Yeah, I
of
can
course
see
it
it. I
does.
can see that. That would help.
I was
That's
just
Kelly
looking
going, yes, join the dark side.
We have cookies.
Oh,
Dark chocolate with raisins.
Oh, why with raisins?
Because we're the dark side. Meh.
Raisin.
I love raisin.
I know. Oatmeal raisin
Not with-
cookies are actually really
Oatmeal
good.
raisin are actually my favorite kind of cookie next
Okay.
to
I
peanut butter.
can't eat raisins.
Really
Anyway.
thick oatmeal raisin
Not-
cookies.
not with chocolate chips.
Oatmeal chocolate chip is actually slightly better than oatmeal raisin.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Oatmeal
I disagree.
raisin.
no,
all the way.
I'll show you. There's a local bakery. It's
I
my
just
go-
I just don't like oats and chocolate chip. Like I don't like chocolate in most things that isn't just a chocolate bar.
We'll talk about this later at your review.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry guys, you won't see me on Dork Tales anymore. It's been great playing with you.
This is an oat channel, and we'll sponsored by the Oat Corporation of Canada.
Quaker Oats is now our
I
sponsor.
was gonna say, I'm like, I'd love Quaker as a sponsor. Anyway,
Oh,
back in it.
welcome to Quaker. It's just
Speaking of wholesome breakfast food, so now I smash the monster's head.
okay. Smashing the monster's
God.
head in. You cave it in. Woo, wham, wham, doodly. And behind you, you are going to hear the shriek, and then the sound of convulsing as your friend is triaged. What do you do? This creature is pasted across the back stoop of this house. You've never seen anything like this. It's like a bat and a... Oh god, what the hell is this thing?
Is this obviously some creature, not like...
This is not anything natural. You know what? I want you to give me a science roll. What are your science specialties?
It's a good question. Mostly archaeology, history, and psychology, so...
You can make me an archaeology roll.
23, and I needed a 55, so I'm actually
Okay.
pretty good at it.
So you're under half. So even on a hard roll, this would have been a success. This looks like a demon. Like, this looks like an honest-to-God demon. You know what animals look like? Animals don't have hands. What you're looking at is a creature with a humanoid face, wings, these two grasping hands that reach out like a pair of backwards bending legs from near its waist, and this... Oh, hell, if it had a waist, it doesn't even where hip bones would be. It fuses into this long, coiling snake with a bladed tip, like a scorpion. This looks like a in your some of the research that you did in your classical studies. This almost looks kind of like a lamia, a snake person.
I mean, I've done studies at a couple dig sites before, and this looks like stuff that other cultures might have, I don't know,
Maybe.
worshipped, prayed to, feared. I don't know.
What the hell is it doing in Massachusetts?
I'm gonna see if there's some obvious body part that is definitely not human looking, and start like trying to rip it off, so I can
The
have
spiked
evidence
tail?
of it.
You
Yeah.
can take its head. Well, its head's mostly.
Well, something portable.
Take a picture.
So,
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
would
get
s-
a picture of it too.
Yeah, get a picture. I would say that the tail or one of its hands is probably the best option. If you need anything, there is a kitchen inside. You could get like a steak knife or something.
Oh, yeah, it's a good plan.
I'm
Gonna
so
go in.
glad Daisy's out for this.
All right, heading inside. Kelle, Gerry is going to be able to recover from vomiting at that point and see Stanley like goes in, traipsing more of the goo you just vomited from his pant leg.
Oh god.
It doesn't smell like anything. That's not true, actually. It smells like summer evenings and ozone.
Like petrichor?
A little bit.
A little bit.
It smells like when you
Rain
used
on
to-
wet pavement.
And it smells like looking up at meteor showers in the summer as a child. It doesn't have to make sense. It's Cthulhu.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, synesthesia is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Stanley, rooting around in the cupboards, you are going to be able to find a large carving knife.
This'll do the trick.
What are you doing with that, kid?
I'm collecting evidence, and I'll stomp back outside.
Better you than me.
Okay. As you head back outside, you'll be able to liberate one of the pieces of it pretty easily. Out of the two of them, the tail is going to be the easiest to take off. It doesn't have any bones in it, really. And you'll be able to lob off a good foot worth of it with the bladed pit. What about the rest of you? What are you doing? Jessica, Max?
I'm staying with Daisy currently, just to make sure she's okay.
Okay.
But keeping an eye on Stanley, lopping off stuff.
I
Just
would
prop
like
me up against a fence. I'll be fine.
I would like everyone to make me either a listen or a spot hidden.
Okay.
Daisy, you may make a listen even though you are basically just laying there. Go ahead and make
That's
it
20.
20.
Okay, super weird question. If I roll 100, is that good or bad?
That is a critical failure.
Oh, good.
That might be topical to me too. I got 96.
Oh, dear.
I don't know.
Okay. So
I
my
failed, but not that badly.
I think that's the only time I've ever actually
Perfect.
rolled all zeros.
perfect, Mike. So who got under for spot hidden? Who got a success under their score? No one. Okay. Who got it on listen?
I got
I haven't
20,
rolled
which
listen.
is half.
You only get
I
one
have
of the two.
Oh, okay. Well then,
I have a 40
never mind.
listen. I got 20.
Okay. You are going to hear the sound of a car driving up and pulling around the front of the house. Boy is home or someone else is home. Stanley, you're going to hear this as well as you are cutting through this thing and are going to turn and jerk and not pay attention. And your knife is going to come down and you are going to... what's your strength bonus?
Oh dear.
My bonus?
Yeah.
It'll be your damage bonus.
Oh, there
Yeah,
is. 1d6.
Cool. Okay. You are going to take... that is... luckily a 1. So that is going to be... you're going to take 4 points of damage as you bring the blade down, and there is going to be a horrible chilling sensation as you cut your index finger off. In such a hurry, the saw just goes right through it, all the way down. Do you wear rings at all?
No.
Okay.
I need more.
It is going to just cut it right off at the joint.
Oh.
I'm assuming my offhand.
You're offhand, yeah. So basically,
Okay.
you're holding this and sawing the last bit of it off, and you
Yeah.
glance, and it just goes and
Yeah,
bites.
There's probably ick and goo everywhere, so it's kind of hard to discern what's finger and what's monster.
What makes a
And-
monster
well-
and what makes a man? The bells. Okay, so you are going
Ah!
to see.
Oh! Oh!
Oh my god. Jesus, kid.
No, god damn it. Chef Aladeath in the chat just said now you can only count to 9.
Sorry.
Well, it's good because in boxing they have to keep you down for a 10 count. So
Well, that's
I'm
true.
good.
Now you're invincible. You can never wrestle though. Okay. So with that, Jessica, you and Stanley are both going to hear that a car is pulled into the driveway, and the loud sound of ka-chunk as the door shuts around the front of the house.
Great.
What do you do? Five. 4.
Sorry, I blanked that, and I thought you said Geraldine. And even though you said Jessica, my brain just
Meow, Jessica.
now it's Jessica. Jesus Christ.
Mrs. Jones, what do you do?
I'm going to gently lay Daisy down. Be like, oh, she's good. She's passed out. And I'm going to rush to, because like, did we?
So you're at the.
I fell
so
from the balcony.
You just fell off of the back steps, basically onto the mud.
Yeah.
So you're fine. You're just in the backyard of this 1-bedroom house. You could just run out the back fence and away. Like, you guys can get away right now, but someone's about to walk in the front door and see that their house has been like thrown.
Gurgled.
Because I would remind you that the whole "let's put back things where we found them" doesn't work because everybody like flipped the living room.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
totally.
y'all
We
flipped
didn't.
the living room. Good
So-
job, y'all.
Yep. Well, you know.
Which means that you've probably got about 15 seconds to get the hell out of here
Well, let's
or
book it.
confront.
I'm gonna try to. This is gonna. Maybe bad idea. I'm gonna try to carefully pick up Daisy. I'm pretty strong. It says here on my sheet. I'm pretty strong.
Nice,
I have
nice.
60 strength.
Holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
Swole.
Oh
No,
wow.
she is a swole woman.
Okay.
She's the wrestler.
She's sturdily
Yeah.
built. So I'm gonna try to pick up
Sturdy
Daisy
woman.
and
Using
make
your
my
riding
way.
muscles, all of us riders are quite strong.
Yes. Yes.
I'll have you know I'm quite swole. They call
Oh,
me
you're-
Hulk Hayden in my house. Anyway,
Isn't it Hulk? Okay. Hulk Aiden.
I know.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to pick up Daisy and go through the back fence and kind of like nod, be like, "Fucking go, cheese
Okay.
it."
Sounds good. With that, you can do that. So you are going to grab Daisy. Daisy's going to kind of just be semi-conscious at this. Gerry, Max, Stanley, what are you doing? You hear the sound of a car door shut now. All of you will hear the car door.
Come on, we gotta go.
Yeah, let's get out of here. And Max is gonna, well, he's gonna probably take up the back and like so he can point the gun in that direction as they back off, as we back off. If I see the Stanley's finger on the ground, I'm just gonna grab it.
Okay. There's no finger on the ground. Stanley, as you're looking, you think that actually in the light, you thought it was completely disconnected. Instead, it's still hanging by a little bit.
Ah! Well, that's okay. I didn't need to sleep tonight anyway.
Oh man.
You might be able to get it reattached if you get it to a doctor quick.
No, not in the 20s.
No.
No.
Maybe you just pour some
Amputation.
goo on it.
Amputation and body part reattachment it jumped
Horribly.
in the first World War. They learned a lot of
Ethan
shit.
Winters can just
learned
do
a
this with
lot.
some
It was
liquid.
bad.
Just pour it on.
Guys.
And guys, we're in, like, we're around Miskatonic. Who knows?
Weird
True.
shit
We'll just might have
happens.
some mad scientists do some shit
Either
for us.
way, you've got some bait for a future.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so but
Bait? What?
just for like, come here, monster.
It'll grow back.
It'll grow back. It won't grow back.
It's okay. We can give him the finger.
It's not gonna.
All right, so what do you do? So you still have it on you. It's still attached by a little bit. We're gonna not go into any more detail on that one though, because
Yeah,
it's
no.
freaking
Yeah.
stupid.
No.
I will clamp the hand under my armpit and grab the
It is
knife,
gushing blood. Okay.
Yeah.
the knife and the tail under my other hand and make a run for it.
Okay, Max and Gerry, what do you do?
Running.
Okay.
Running.
Max is gonna back off, just covering, and then running as soon as he thinks that we've got a good distance.
Okay. You managed to make it out around the corner and to your cars. Where are you going?
We should probably take the kid to a hospital.
Yeah, we should
Yeah, definitely.
because we have these two. The kids are fucked up.
Yeah.
And I gotta call her father, like right now.
Yeah. Jeez.
Sorry,
Don't
buddy.
tell
I took your
Mom the
daughter on an
babysitter's
adventure
dead.
and she wrecked her fucking arm.
You know, the first thing on that phone is going to be, what did you do?
A few minutes later, what did you do? You'll hear. Max?
Nothing. No, I did nothing. It was.
Where are you calling from? Are you at a payphone? Are payphones exist?
Yes.
You at a, where are you?
Oh,
I can send some.
like a,
Wait, you have my car. Wait, no, I don't have a car. You have, God, you got me discombobulated. Is my
Listen,
little
we're gonna
girl
get-
all right?
We're gonna get her to a hospital. She's going to be fine.
Might not have been-
Why are you calling me? Get her to a hospital. They have phones.
Car was in them.
We're just loading her in the car. I figured you want to meet us there.
Well, that's logical and just. God damn it.
Max is gonna be
Where's
like,
your logic?
Max is gonna just kind of shrug and go chunk and then go.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So you head to the hospital, and at the hospital, let's take a look at the healing chart real quick and see what I can do for you at the hospital.
Yes, let's do something particularly beneficial.
Particularly
Sure. Something that could really, really work.
beneficial.
Wait, what do you mean they don't have any beneficial charts in this game?
Healing.
Just make sure they put your finger back on and not the tail of the thing.
Does it help if I had it in a glass? I have it in a glass of milk.
The tail or your finger?
Yes.
Both.
Oh man.
Oh God. Okay. Other forms of damage.
Isn't this tail like 6 feet long?
No, well, he's got about a foot of it.
Don't worry. In 1,000 years, they'll figure out biological cloning, and I'll
We've
get an
all seen
implant.
Alien Resurrection, okay?
Yeah,
Let's not bring that.
It's fine.
No.
I love the Alien films. I haven't seen that movie.
You love the Alien film, so you haven't seen that movie. Yeah, you summed
Yeah,
it up
exactly.
just fine.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all I
Alien
need.
Resurrection.
Is it bad?
You
Is
love
it real
bad
bad?
movies, though. That's your shtick.
Oh, if you love bad movies, then you need to see Alien versus Predator.
Medicine
That
can
too,
be
yeah.
skipped.
Yeah.
Major wound recovery on page 121. It's just regular damage. What am I talking about? Okay. Recover from regular damage is fast if the character has suffered a major wound. So what counts as a major wound?
Yeah.
Oh, major wounds. Major wound delivers equal to greater than half of your hit point maximum with a single attack. So,
Oh, it's
that was-
fine.
so you have had a major wound. So you need to check the major wound box.
Okay.
And
Major.
I guess that just means it's harder to heal. So you don't heal until the end of the week, besides your medicine check. However, Mike, yours was less than that. So your medicine. Yeah, so medicine can't be used on dying people really well, but it can be used on the rest of you. So I'm going to say that within 1 hour. So first aid. Oh, first aid only grants.
Oh, here I've got it all right here if you want. I got it on the cheat sheet if you like.
Oh, okay. I've got it here now. So if you take it
Okay.
to the hospital, so I'm going to assume the doctors can auto succeed on this. So both of you can regenerate 1 more hit point from first aid. And then minimum of 1 hour. Oh, okay. So the actual bone setting could not have been done because medicine actually takes a full hour of treatment. That's the difference between
Okay.
first aid and that. So basically, the first aid would have stabilized you and gotten you to the point where you weren't bleeding or anything internally, and the arm could be fixed. So you are not.
Should
going
I get rid of that 3?
No, the hospital will be able to do it.
Okay.
So you'll add 1 more to that, and then Mike, for yours, I will roll a medicine check. Holy crap! The hospital is going to be able to suture you up and cauterize that wound pretty well. You're going to heal 3 more points of damage.
Oh,
So-
look at that. It's going to leave a cool scar.
Yeah, it is.
And they put the right one on, correct?
I can count to 12 on one hand.
Yep.
Tentacles.
They'll put a thumb there. It's fine. Or pardon me, they'll put a
They'll
toe
put a
there.
toe. They'll use a toe.
Install it
That's what
backwards.
they did. Yeah. Put it on backwards.
Okay. So with that, you are going to spend the remainder of the night in the hospital, resting up. The next morning, as you go about your days, do you check in at the hospital the next day to see where they're? So Stanley, you would have been sent home. You were pretty easy to patch up.
Keep it on ice.
Yeah, keep it on ice. Here's some I guess aspirin, right? Like aspirin, and if you really needed it, they would have just given you aspirin. It's a finger missing. They're not going to give you any morphine or any opioids for that.
In the 20s, hell yeah, they would.
So much cocaine.
Oh yes.
Why would they wouldn't give you cocaine for that? No. They would give
not
you
cocaine, but they'd give him some morphine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll give you some morphine. Why not?
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Okay, so you'll have some morphine in you. You'll be feeling pretty great. So Stanley, you're feeling just swell.
No, swelling went down.
Oh, okay. So it's Wednesday, and
Go to the car.
my dudes, it's Wednesday, and as you reassemble, do you check in? What time do you check in to see Daisy? She's gonna get discharged later that day.
Early in the morning, probably. Probably
Yeah,
been
like-
up most of the night. Got very little sleep. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if they'll let us in.
So Daisy, you're gonna get checked out and discharged in the morning. Your arm's been set and put back in a cast. And basically, you got to be careful with that thing. The doctor will give you a look over and, well, young lady, I don't know what you were. I don't know why you were roller skating at that time of night, but do try to be careful in the future. You're lucky. That was a fairly clean break, considering. You might even be able to get back into knitting or whatever you do at home. And don't worry. Shouldn't have any trouble holding a child with that arm. Once you let it heal.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you have some friends waiting outside with your father right now. I can discharge you anytime soon. Try not to hurt your pretty little head in the future, all right?
It was my arm that I hurt, not my head. My head works perfectly fine, in fact.
Oh, if it worked
Quite
perfectly
well,
fine,
actually.
you wouldn't have been
It's
on
getting
those
me a
skates.
degree in engineering, so I actually know things. Thank you, sir.
Doctor will suffice.
Is Daisy on the drugs? She's getting pretty lippy.
I think so. I think she is.
Spicy.
Krista, you would not survive in the mage game. I would love it.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love it, though. Good job. You are going to be let out and are going to meet your friends and your father. Daisy! Are you all right? Oh,
Hi, Papa. I'm fine. I
are
just
all of you...
hurt.
Well, I don't know what you were getting up to last night that late, but if it's, you all right? You really all right?
I'm okay. I might not be able to help build much for a while, but I'm okay.
Oh, nonsense. It's your right arm. You can use your left.
That's a good point.
I'm not
You'll
going
have
to
to
not...
hold it for me.
Well, in the meanwhile, he'll reach into his pocket and pull out an old, slightly leaky fountain pen. Hold still. And he's going to write, "Get better, love Papa." Yeah. So, we'll get you home and have some soup and all of the stuff that will get you nice and taken care of. Soup's good for bones, right?
Of course, Papa. I'll sort of look kind of worried at the rest of the people of like, I feel bad for abandoning them. If you guys need anything, you know where I'll be.
You take care of yourself.
Rest up.
You did good, Daisy. You did good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're still here.
She'll kind of like go over and like give Jessica a hug of like, thank you for helping. and go over to Stanley and like give him a kiss on the cheek and go like, "Thanks for trying to save me."
I kind of did, but thank
It was my shoe.
Sorry, thanks for saving me.
yeah. Well, thanks for the.
Bye.
You didn't have to.
Taking credit. for
Neither
the
did you.
mercy.
And take her dad's arm and
It's a foggy day outside. The rest of you mill around the hospital. Are you headed out to the parking lot as well?
Yeah, no reason to stay in this,
Okay.
walking box of death.
You take a moment, giving them a little bit of space. And as they step outside, Daisy, your father, will keep nattering on about, "See, once we get you home, we're gonna make sure this doesn't happen again. I never should have. You know, Daisy, you know exactly what I'm saying, all right? It's that if something happened to you, I just couldn't here.
Papa, if I were a boy, what would you be saying to me right now?
Get in the car, son." And he opens the door for you.
She'll get it.
Yeah.
He's kind of looms over the door, leaning down at you. It's irrelevant. If you were a boy, you wouldn't be in this type of predicament. You wouldn't have hurt yourself. Boys can handle themselves. They're trained for it.
I'm gonna punch him right in
And
the stomach.
As you punch him,
Oh.
a shape looms overhead, and there is a clunking noise as someone collides the back of his skull with the butt of a gun. And he is going to pass out onto the ground as you go to lurch. And looming over you in the car, you will recognize the face of Paul Rogers, holding a pistol. "Why were you in my house? Why were you in my house?"
Why did you kill Walter Resnick?
Now, as you all are headed outside, I'd
Daisy.
like you all to make me a listen check, please.
Okay, but
Now, this is
Yeah,
in...
listen.
37. It's below
So it's just
my
a roll.
score.
Oh, okay. So do I have to roll under that 20%?
Yeah.
31
Nope.
over 20.
No, I didn't get it.
Okay. All right. So as you're all headed outside trying to plan what to do next, maybe to go investigate this black goo at the lab, Jessica, you're going to hear the sound of fierce arguing over by where they headed. You were headed in a different direction to head to your cars, but he was kind of parked around the corner in kind of like a back alleyway next to the hospital. And as you're glancing around, you are going to hear the sound of a scuffle. Glancing over, Jessica, you are going to notice not her father standing there, and a body laying on the floor, on the ground underneath the doorwell. "I didn't kill Walter. Why were you in my house?
Trying to find out what happened to Walter.
Walter's an idiot and he died.
He died with the stuff that was in your house.
You have no idea what you're getting into. This is going to be the easiest thing that happens to you. They're going to drop you, and your head's going to crack like an egg on the sidewalk."
They already dropped me and I survived.
Oh, yeah.
What is going on? I try to persuade him.
You... How are
Or
you going
fast
to do
talk.
it? How are you going to do it?
Probably. Well, honestly, I'd probably use fast talk to be perfectly honest about it.
Sure.
Going off about like, I have connections with people. I know what's going on here. I have the support of someone or other that Christa can't think of right now. Probably throw around some names of like,
I'll say... Yeah, go
I'll
ahead.
throw around a bunch of magicians that I know that sound like they would belong to a secret society.
Okay, so, sure. All right, go ahead and make me a fast talk roll.
Okay.
I did.
He's not particularly skilled, so...
16 out of 50.
You actually beat my counter roll.
Ah!
Don't...
Look, Paul, we can help you.
Nobody can help me. Okay, Jacob's gonna get me. He's gonna kill me like he did with that hitman guy. He's gonna send his monsters. I didn't know what I was getting into, and neither did Walter.
He already sent them after you. That's what got us last night.
I know.
That's
what do you? Meanwhile,
help us, and we can help you.
he's gonna pause for a moment. Jessica, over nearby with your friends, what are you doing? So you're gonna hear this nearby and see that there's some type of scuffle. You don't see that he has a gun. He's got it tucked low and underneath the door frame.
I'm gonna, if I heard some kind of scuffle, I'm gonna go check it out immediately.
Okay. You gonna try to stealth over?
Yeah.
Okay. So if
I'll
you're
make that
stealthing,
stealth
go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Nope. Got a 57 over 30.
Okay.
Whee.
That's so. As you say that, he's gonna. And you're gonna hear the sound of a foot stepping into a puddle nearby, and Jessica's about 20 feet away from the car. Like, she's close. He's gonna turn and as you turn, I'm assuming everybody else kind of milled that direction as well. So behind Jessica are 3 other people. If you want to do something about this, go to the slaughterhouse and stop it. I'm getting the hell out of town. I suggest you do the same.
Take Leslie with you. Please.
That was the plan. Quick question. Did you guys put the money back into the place
Yes.
beneath? Okay.
Yeah.
I've
'Cause
got enough money for us to
he'd
hit
find
the
it.
road.
Good.
And don't try it. You don't want to see what it shows you. There are things worse than that thing on the porch. Yes. Max, what's up?
Yeah. Now, if we can, like, if Max can actually see the body on the ground, and having not heard this conversation, Max is probably going to pull his gun and aim it at him.
Okay.
And he'll be just like, hey, stop!
What's going on here?
No, it's fine. Please.
He's gonna
don't.
duck behind the door frame and tell him to put it down. And he's gonna just pull the gun and put it against your father's temple.
Mr. Hirst, put it down, please. It's okay. I promise.
He's going to aim it at the ground.
I ain't here to hit the ground!
And I'll drop the gun.
Slaughterhouse. Jacob Dover. He's responsible for all this. And with that, he's just gonna take off running as fast as he can down the back alleyway.
I'm checking on my dad right away.
Okay, your dad has been whacked in the back of the head. Can you make me a quick first aid roll?
Sure.
Max is going to grab his pistol and chase after him.
Okay.
At least to the alleyway door.
Sounds good. Okay. You'll
That's
chase.
a good success.
You'll chase out to the alleyway, and basically you'll give him a nice solid chase. You can make me a con check.
53 under 75.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find out what this guy's stats are. And it is. Oh, that's Seamus. Seamus could definitely outrun you.
Wow, I'm con 75, size 80.
Big boy.
I'm a big guy.
Chonky. Oh, damn. Jacob? Oh, not Jacob. Who the hell am I talking about? You. Paul.
Actually, if it matters, my speed is 7.
Your speed is
Like
7.
my move is 7.
Move 7? Okay. So he's going to actually be able to outrun you. You can try to keep giving chase and like chase him down the street, but you think he's probably going to reach a car or something before you're going to be able to.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So he'll probably just give a good chase until he's sure that the
you get a
guy's
good look
left.
at him.
He's
You
not
recognize this is Paul Rogers from the descriptions you've seen and from the photo in the bedroom that you might have seen. So you will definitely do that. The street's busy enough that as he runs off, you think pulling a gun here might get you in more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, I'll keep the 38 in my pocket.
Okay. What'd you get on your first aid roll, Daisy?
12.
12. Your dad's been clocked upside the head. There's a bit of blood dribbling down, a split in the scalp. But you think, you know what? He's hit himself harder than this in his workshop by accident. That time he decided to store the bullet. It's everybody's dad. Everybody's dad.
Oh,
Clint
and
McElroy is
my
everyone's
dad.
father. And 1 sec, I'm slightly blurry.
Ask Mike. He's met my dad. My dad is some kind of special.
Probably from all the head injuries.
There's been a couple concussions in there.
Okay, Daisy, why'd you hit me like that, kid? Your father says, kind of shaking himself to it.
She'll like look up at where Paul ran, look back down, and was, I told you I could take care of myself.
Yeah, you're a tough kid.
Come on, let's get up.
I'm gonna take what we call a combat nap.
Miss Thornhill, Mrs. I forgot Jessica's last name.
Brooks.
Mrs. Thornhill, Mrs. Brooks, can you go grab a paramedic, please?
Let's go grab a doctor.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll go get a doctor.
Yep.
Okay.
Nurse, doctor.
Now he's
nurse.
in his 50s. They're gonna check him in for a concussion at this point because he's. What are you gonna tell him? Say that he slipped on the pavement and whacked
Someone
his head?
tried to carjack us, and then I guess
In
saw
the
my condition
20s?
and felt bad. I don't know.
Okay, sure. If that's what you're gonna say, they're going to be like.
They just didn't call it that.
They are going to say something that I'm not going to say on camera, and are going to ask for a very specific physical description of the carjacker.
I'm gonna pull his wallet and toss it in the car before we go in and say someone robbed him, and I will give a description of Paul.
Oh,
What's his
okay.
name?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Don't worry your pretty
All
little head.
Rogers.
We'll take care of him. The same doctor says, takes him. Don't mind him, dearie, one of the nurses says. He's a
Try not
confirmed
to.
bachelor and not that way.
Well,
Okay.
nothing funny to say, so I'm not gonna say.
Nope. Nope. We're good. We're
it's
good. We're
it's-
good.
He's not one of those. It's because no woman will touch him.
No. That's. I was trying to think of something funny regarding that and couldn't come up with anything. Wait,
Two
I'm
flavors of
unsurprised.
confirmed bachelor: the fun ones and the losers.
Not terribly surprised.
Nope.
All right. With that, your father is wheeled away, and you now have a new lead. What do you do?
Guys, Paul told me that whatever's happening is happening at the slaughterhouse. It's Jacob. Christa didn't write down his last name.
Dover.
Dover.
Thank you. Jacob Dover. I don't know. Does that mean anything to anybody?
Everyone here can please make me. And Call of Cthulhu is the only. No, Call of Cthulhu is the only game where I can say this. Everyone make me a credit rating roll. I kid you not.
It's
Oh,
so
I saw
funny.
it there. It's just like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. So 1 sec. Let me.
Oh no.
7.
So-
Nope.
Under 35.
Wow, nice.
Shit.
I'm rolling so good.
70. I'm getting rid of these dice.
33
Not
out of
very good.
35.
Nice. Okay. So so Stanley, you've heard about this a little bit. Jessica, you rolled pretty far under.
Yeah, I rolled 7, and my
Holy
credit
crap.
rating is 35.
Holy crap! So that's better than half even.
If I was a cleric, I would be so good on divine intervention right
You'd be
now.
Christine.
I know.
Exactly.
Yep.
So here's what you're gonna know. Since you reside in the local area, you've heard of these people, Stanley, but Jessica knows a lot about them. Jessica, the Dovers were once a well-to-do family. What you know about them is that... Ooh, hold on. Let's hear some fun things. This information can be summarized as the following. About 20 years ago, Margaret Dover died in a boating accident, and her husband, Jonathan... He went a little nutty, they say. He started globetrotting, dragging his son Jacob along with him. Burned through the family fortune to fund these excursions until it ran out. And then about 2 years ago, they returned from their travels, completely broke. They lived a low-key life together, away from the public eye, until Jonathan died. Sometime last year, you think? Jacob's still around, you presume, but nobody's seen him or heard from him, really. Occasionally, you'll see him at a store in town buying some food, but if he's in town, he's a recluse. But, yeah, that's what you know. With that, they were once upon a time a well-to-do family that went a little nutty and burned all of their money globe-trotting to the weird corners of the world.
Okay. I will blah that at the group because I'm not going to repeat it.
Yeah. So Stanley, you know that basically like they were a rich family and the dad went crazy, and the son was a rich kid, probably not in the social circles that you were in. You probably knew of him. He's about your age.
Interesting. Okay, well...
Wait, so if I knew of him and he phoned me on the day one, would I have recognized the voice?
No, not since he'd been gone since he was a kid.
Oh, okay.
So his voice went from this to this. Hello, this is Movie Phone. Where the hell is Walter?
But when he said his name, would it have like rung any bells potentially?
He just said his first name.
Jacob is a common enough name.
Jacob is common as hell. It's top 50 in this day and age. It'd be like asking, "Hey, is John there?" Or actually today it'd be like, "Hey, is Brent there? Is Kyle there?"
Or in this game, hey, is Kelly there?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
But that would click that this is the same Jacob that
Yeah,
called.
that would definitely
Yeah.
click.
Yeah.
That
I'm
is
probably
the same
making
guy.
that connection right now.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we have names, we have locations, we have evidence. Can we go to the police now?
So, I think we definitely have enough. Or
It wouldn't hurt to look up the slaughterhouse and just see.
I was about to say, or
get
we
some
could
just get some info.
slaughterhouse. Might as well have everything.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I mean, we could go there and see if there's anyone there. They're using the place. It could be abandoned, but
Yeah.
Paul said that they're there and that they're doing things and they have things that are worse than what we saw.
Well, we can just scope it out and see what it looks like from the outside.
I don't know how they created that creature, but it might put them on the run. We don't want to give them time to take all the evidence out of there.
Well,
We did kill that thing.
Then we should. Paul is leaving town, and for good reason, I think. And not that he deserves to get off the hook, but nobody deserves what's happened to the rest of them, especially not to that guy that was at your place, Stanley. And we really should be heading this off to the authorities.
yeah, but we owe this to Walt. Walt wouldn't hesitate. I don't plan on hesitating either. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting in my car and I'm going.
Going where? The slaughterhouse?
Yeah.
Cops? I'm all for the slaughterhouse or the cops. But we need to do this unanimously. I don't think splitting up anymore is
No
a good
more
idea
splitting up.
whatsoever.
I say slaughterhouse.
We don't have to go in. We can just have a look, see if there is any activity.
From the outside?
Yes.
We've got cameras. We can get some pictures. We can see if there's tire tracks, if they've been coming and going.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get moving. There's no point just
Yeah.
waiting here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You head toward the slaughterhouse, driving across the city. As you do, storm clouds begin to billow overhead, as the sky itself begins to quiver and rumble. The threat of a storm on this cold, brisk autumn day looms, as the tension in the air itself awaits what you will do. As you reach the slaughterhouse, you find that in fact it is a large facility. It's quite dim out by the time you get there. You were released around lunchtime, so it's probably about 2 o'clock by the time that you actually get there and finish rechecking in your father and all of that. Even so, sundown's in about 3 hours, but there's a gray pale spread over the day. The color is completely washed out from here. You all, as you get closer, realize that you don't really know what you're getting into. You don't know what's going to be here. And as you head over toward the edge of the slaughterhouse, I'd like you all to make a spot hidden roll to investigate the place.
Nope, 86.
You 86'd?
I sure did.
13.
20 under 50.
Well, these are even worse. It's a 93.
Ooh, nice. It's not quite a botch, but
It's not very good.
Okay.
Not very good.
Looking around, it is a very large facility. And as you are sitting and watching, you are going to be able to notice, those of you who succeeded your roll, that there are people milling around inside of the chain link fence that surrounds the majority of it. Now, the chain link fence is not perfect. There are places where you could easily sneak through gaps in it, but surrounding it, you will see that there are drifters. Scrawny, some of them college-age kids. For the most part, though, they look like, well, they look like hobos or drunks stumbling around inside of the fence doing various things. And one moment. Looking through the fence, you're going to be able to see that I dropped my dice right on the floor. You're going to see that there are about 5 of these people milling around inside, doing various tasks, keeping a watch out. None of them look healthy. One of them hawks and spits onto the ground as they go and piss against one of the fences. And as they do, Mike, you got the lowest roll there. So as Stanley looks on, the person who's urinating against the fence will hawk, spit, and cough into his hand violently. And as he does, you will see that the tongue that lolls out of his mouth as he coughs is dark black.
Did you guys see that?
See what?
His mouth. It was the same color as Walt's. Whatever was... Well, whatever happened to Walt is happening to them, too.
Oh, how many do you guys see?
I see 5 right now.
Do you think there's more that we just can't see?
Very well could be.
Even if they guard the place is huge. There must be a place we can sneak in.
Maybe there's a window? Or maybe there's a drain we could climb up?
Yeah, is there any like point of entry?
There are quite a few ways that you could actually get in. The actual slaughterhouse has, let's see, it has a ramp for loading cattle. that can get it in, as well as a set of double doors that can let you in. The building is actually much smaller than it says it is, now that I'm looking at the map. It says it's a really large facility, and map-wise it is. It's only a 60-foot long building by about 40.
Oh.
And yet it says it's really big. So hold on. I guess the facility as a whole is quite large because there would be some stockyards.
It would be
for
the grounds. Yeah.
Yeah, so the grounds are quite large. Lots of places to sneak and hide as you get inside of the fence. And the fence has a bunch of breaks. This, like I said, this place has not been used in 5-10 years at least. So it is quite just derelict. A lot of, well, actually no one was using it to sleep in because even though it's still stained with blood after all these years, it still is just gross.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to try and go in?
See what we do.
It's like mid-afternoon right now, isn't it?
It's about 5 o'clock.
We might want to wait and come back when it's dark. We're just going to draw attention to ourselves right now.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
As you wait out there and have this conversation, you will notice that a car pulls up. One of these black-tongued people, well, the one that was standing there a moment ago, goes and pulls the gate open. And a car will drive in. It drives around the side of the building, blocking your view. But those of you who had a good look check will see that you'll recognize someone who looks... Jessica, were you the other one that had a really good check on that?
I had a really crap check.
Really crap
Rolled
check?
Maybe 6.
So, Stanley, you're going to recognize there's a guy in the passenger seat who looks a lot like Jonathan Dover.
Jacob Dover?
No,
No,
well,
Jonathan
Jonathan?
Dover, the dad.
the father.
Oh, Dad. Okay.
So there's a guy
yeah.
who looks a lot like him. He hasn't seen the kid since he was a kid. So
Yeah.
True.
a good chance that's Jacob Dover right there. You would put $1 down on that. Which means that if he's got a place in town, he ain't there right now. Maybe there's something you don't know. What do y'all do?
Are you
The
passing?
black-tongued man pulls the gate shut.
Did you tell us that that's who you saw stand?
Yeah, did you
Oh,
pass
yeah.
that information on? Or
Yeah. Pondering it for a moment, but then, yeah, passing it on in right after.
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
is there like an old Dover place?
Probably.
Or should we go back to the library?
It's probably been sold, but a quick trip to the library will be able to help you find it.
Yep.
Let's do
Public
that.
records. Back to the public records,
Public
my friends.
records, let's go.
I'd like you to do a use library roll again,
I like those rolls
Uh,
sometimes.
and I would like, just in the sake of expediency, to have this happen off camera.
Yeah.
Oh, I can roll for that.
You can roll for use library.
I got library use, yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 48 and so
Finally, I rolled a 49.
Okay.
Out of 50. But, you know, hey.
But still,
Success.
I found the card catalog.
I found it.
God.
Let's see.
I found the door.
I rolled 19 out of 35
Hell yeah.
For what?
for library use.
Library use. Okay.
I failed mine.
Okay. One
Max is
moment.
pushing the pull door.
Okay. So you're going to find a couple of things as you do a little bit of searching. And Daisy, I'd like you to make me a roll, please. Can you make me a locksmith roll?
Ooh, I think I can.
I'm not going to give you disadvantage. You only need one hand for this, really.
Locksmith. Yeah, 34 of 50.
Get it.
Spending a little bit of time at the library and the county office, you're going to pull up a couple of things. One of you is going to find, in 2 different stacks, you're going to find some medical records for county death certificates. You're going to find Jonathan Dover's death certificate.
That's
which states his cause of death is natural causes a year ago. But
Did nobody tell him that he's dead?
it does. What?
Did nobody tell him he's dead?
We
Yeah,
saw
his-
Jacob.
His
You saw-
signature's right at the bottom of the paper.
Oh,
You saw his son.
We saw Jacob, who looks like Jonathan.
oh,
Because
okay,
Stanley
okay.
hasn't seen him in 20
Okay,
years.
gotcha. Okay,
Or
I
15 years.
thought I see what happened there.
Oh,
Okay.
I was using
Oh, I
literary.
got it.
I was using literary freedom. Okay.
I failed my roll.
Yeah, you failed your roll.
I failed that one.
Jonathan Dover's death certificate lists his cause of death as natural causes, but the records do mention a black tongue. The old Dover home is fruitless. It was foreclosed by a bank 5 years ago, is empty, still awaiting a new buyer. Taking a quick look around if you decide to, it's obviously empty. However, one of you, the one who got the best roll on library use, who was the lowest on that?
I got a 49.
Same. I got a 49 out of 50.
So Max or Stanley?
Oh, I failed.
Okay, so Stanley.
Stanley must got it.
You're gonna get the wise idea to go. Okay, so you found the medical records. Neat. Wait. He's not squatting in the slaughterhouse. Like, it's in an okay part of town. Like, somebody would have noticed them in there and they would have bum rushed him. Do you think? Checking through some of the county records, you're going to find a bill of sale. He purchased the slaughterhouse a little while ago. It is his and legal. You're actually probably lucky you didn't go to the cops, because whatever he's doing in there, it's private property. Unless you have proof of a crime, like, they'd need a warrant, even in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have an address from a year ago listed. There's
Oh,
a
that's
three-story brick building on the seedy side of town. The apartment is listed at the 2nd floor. And a few minutes into your trek there, you make it up there. The sound of squalling babies echo through the hallways, and the cheap door in front of you, basically balsa and a hope and a prayer, is easily popped, even with one broken arm, by Daisy. The door opens, and the inside of this flophouse pad is the definition of squalid. It's only big enough for a single bed, and not much else. A bachelor suite, as they like to call it. The walls are paper thin. You can hear the sound of conversations all around in the hallways in a number of languages that go beyond your expertise and life experience. It looks like Dover left pretty recently. One of the cigarettes in the ashtray is fairly fresh and still... it's been about an hour. It wouldn't be warm. But you can see that it hasn't been empty long. The smell of cigarette smoke is still in the air here, I'll say. And as you are glancing around, can I make a spot hidden roll? Just to take a quick look around the room. We're going to go lowest person finds something.
55.
Okay.
So probably not.
What you get, girl?
I finally did it. I got a 26.
Good, because I got 99. I have no
Oh.
good dice.
51.
Good dice.
33.
They're all
Okay.
Against
So who got the lowest? Was it Daisy?
Yes.
Daisy.
Okay.
Daisy.
So you know what? You earned
Daisy.
this. You earned this. So looking into the room and taking a glance around, you'll find that there's not terribly much here. He must have spent all of his money on the slaughterhouse. But that doesn't mean there's nothing here. Looking around, you flip some things. You find that he has a few bits of clothing. The bed is squalid. It smells like sweat with the slightest tinge of urine. Night terrors. The only bathroom here is down the hall. And as you all wrinkle your nose away from the stained sheets, you are going to notice that beneath the bed are a few bits of clothing and cloth. But one of them, Daisy, you'll recognize the shape of immediately. It's a book, wrapped in old cloth. And as you pull it out and unwrap it, you'll notice that this is the cleanest thing in this apartment. It's a thick, leather-bound book. And, do you open it?
But you said I recognize it, or do
You recognize the shape of a book.
Okay. Does it have a title?
It does not have a title.
Yeah, I'll open it.
Looks like a journal.
I'll open it.
It's filled with cramped handwriting and various colors of ink and pencil. It dates a number of years. And as you are looking through this, you'll see things just jump out at you. Sigils, sketches. One phrase keeps coming up. The end justifies the means. The end justifies the means. There are accounts of meetings with mystics, Roma, witch doctors, occultists. The constant pursuit of a quest. Somewhere in West Africa. It mentions making friends with the Guarikuyu tribe, who worshipped a being. He who sits in the jungles of Cled, along the borders of dreams, and sees all time and place. A creature known as Yib Tissel. And as you turn the page, you will see that, one moment here. Let me just... as you are looking at this, you will see that there is something on the last page. A blood-drenched sheet of paper that has been inked in a mixture of actual ink and blood. Sigils burned into it. And as you look at it, you're going to take 5 points of sanity damage.
Oh, fuck!
And which means that you are going to go insane.
Oh, good.
So let's find out what you get, lady.
Daisy.
Flipping through it. As you approach Daisy, she flips through this journal that she's picked up like she's possessed. She flips and flips and flips, skimming and reading as quickly as she can, and then flips to a page and reads it. And as you look over her shoulder, you are going to see that there's something scrawled on that page that is absolutely awful. And Daisy, please roll me D100.
Obsession
And-
to go into office. 39.
39,
That's actually
and-
real close. To
And
what it
roll
was.
me a D10, please.
A D10.
Yeah, 39.
10.
Okay.
Did you say
10
yig or
hours.
yib?
I said Yib. TSTLL, I believe. Tistel? TSTLL. Yib Tistel. Which is impossible to pronounce, so enjoy.
Ah, okay.
You said 39?
Correct.
Gotta say it with a lot of phlegm. Nailed it.
You
Never gonna say it again properly.
As you touch the page, the ink that is scrawled, the black ink on the page begins to pull toward your fingers. And as you reach back, pulling your casted arm, a bit of the black is going to stick to your flesh and peel away like glue off of a sheet of paper. You are overcome with a compulsion to run away.
Drop, back away, and just turn for the door.
All right, she drops the book and screams and begins to run. And you all look down and see the trailing bit of ink connecting her finger, reaching up like cobwebs to the corners of a room. The diagrams of creatures beyond anything you've ever seen before. Beyond anything you would ever dream. For the diagram on that page shows how to call forth something even worse than your darkest dreams. Which will continue next Monday here on Call of Cthulhu.
Look at the tome. You never look at the tome.
No. My disdain of opening
That's
it.
the fun shit.
So Daisy,
Oh, man.
Yes.
if you wish, so you are going to gain some Cthulhu mythos.
Ooh.
So you are going to gain. I'm gonna give you +2 to your Cthulhu mythos.
Exciting. That gives me
Or no,
2
sorry.
Cthulhu.
Hold on. Mythos rating. How does it work with mythos rating? How does it
So
work?
that's
It's a
Cthulhu
percentile.
Mythos. So so Cthulhu Mythos is the only skill that starts at 0. So you increase it when you get exposed to stuff. It also reduces your maximum possible sanity by from 100 down by its
So when
value.
a book has a mythos rating, do you have to roll under it to use it?
Does it have like a slash one?
No,
Can
it
I
just
go?
has a mythos rating percentage. So I'm guessing that's to use the spell.
Yes, that would probably be to use a spell, yeah.
So what that means is that I'm going to give you a mythos rating of 2. Which means that using the spell will be quite difficult without extreme brain trouble. Normally you take 2 weeks to read this, but you're special.
I'm a good reader.
You can also get some more anthropology and occult if you read the whole thing. I will say you can try to use the spell. You always can try.
My occult's 35.
Yeah, it might go horribly, horribly wrong, but why
Well,
not?
I'll have to read more about casting spells because you might be able to. There are some spells in here that connect you with Yib Tistel.
Ah,
Yeah.
So if you want,
I don't know that you want to.
He's a tisty boy. Tisty boy.
Yeah.
All right, so folks, we're gonna be back next Wednesday. We're gonna be back with Call of Cthulhu next Monday night, where you are going to be able to see the conclusion of this. It's supposed to be a one-shot, but investigation games are never one-shots.
Yeah, they always take longer than you think.
And I wanted you to have this book right in front of you. I'm glad that you went here because this is actually you're gonna want to read it maybe a little more. Just gonna give you that one for free. So, if you like this adventure, Chaosium gave me a copy of this book to run for free. It's called Doors to Darkness. It is their adventure series for new keepers. This is chapter 6, which is called None More Black. And there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. It's by Brian M. Simmons, if I'm not mistaken. Pardon me, Brian M. Salmons, and it's quite a good adventure. So stick around. Next Monday, we're going to be giving away 3 copies of this book, which you can use the Call of Cthulhu Quick Start to run, or you can just kind of improv it. It's a pretty easy system overall, and or you can go ahead and purchase 7th edition Call of Cthulhu at most of your gaming stores. It's been really fun teaming up with Chaosium on this. They're a cool company, and I look forward to working with them in the future on this. I've been enjoying. Are you guys having fun?
Oh yes. Oh
Having a good
gosh,
time.
yes.
Tonight got a little gross.
That's okay. That's kind of what you're signed up
so
for when
good,
you're
yeah.
playing Cthulhu.
I mean, I'm sorry you cut your finger off, but you rolled 100. Like that kind of earned it. I'm like, you
It feels better.
Yeah, I'm getting better. I've still got 9 more chances.
I'll feel better.
All right, so folks, that is going to be That's going to be it for us tonight here on Dork Tales. I want to do a big shout out to some patrons on Patreon who helped make this episode happen and who basically help the channel survive. So quick thank you to Taryn, the Prince of the Patreon, who has been a longtime supporter of the channel. We love you very much, Taryn. And to our 2 divine producers, DM Mike, who is a fantastic DM and does a lot of work with the blind and visually impaired communities, and has really helped keep the channel channel on track for making sure that we don't use map language and that we always refer to things in ways that are more than visual and more evocative, so that people with different impairments can enjoy the channel rather than just looking at a map, or not being able to look at a map, I suppose. And also to Schulten, who was our demonic producer and leveled up to divine producer, and has been a great supporter of the channel for a long time and has corrected tons of my D&D misrules over time. So thank you for helping me learn, buddy. And if you'd like to join the Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/dorktales, where you can help support the channel. Higher tiers get you additional content. It has been my goal to offer as much at this channel for free as possible, and to never have paywalls. So with that, what I am going to be starting to do this month is I am going to be filming pre-recording episodes of shows. These will be eventually released. Like I said, there's no paywall, but they are reserved for when we go on vacation, if we get a sudden bout of flu, that I have something to broadcast when I am sick or unavailable. So you will eventually see it, but if you are a patron at, I believe, certain tiers, I think the $10 or $20 tier, you'll see, you get access to them as soon as they are recorded and uploaded to YouTube. And there are tons of other things like shout outs and advanced podcasts. We are now going to be doing the only thing that's behind a paywall, because we haven't figured out that, is there's going to be a behind the scenes podcast where we mostly just like shoot the breeze for like an hour and chat. But there's other stuff like get in contact. It's gonna be cool. I don't want to talk about the Patreon too much, but as I really appreciate all y'all's supports, you're all wonderful people, and I hope that you had fun playing here tonight.
Oh yes.
Can I request, if we're gonna do one of those podcasts, can we do one of those for Cthulhu? Because this is like such a vastly different game.
Yeah, we can
I'd be so down.
We can chat. Yeah. So I think I think we'll finish this with a third game, and if we can, we'll see if we can find free time, because I did study Genius Loci. Like, I grabbed, so Genius Loci was the one I was going to run next, that takes place in the asylum, and I specifically set up Larry Croswell, because he's your contact in the asylum, like the doctor you met in episode 1, and I set him up because he like, he sees something he shouldn't. He's like, and he checks himself into a hospital, and he's like, "Hey, this isn't a really good hospital, as it turns out, guys." And you have to determine if he's actually loopy or not. So, is it $5 for the bonus, for the pre-recorded access? That's really cheap.
Even better.
Why is that so cheap?
Pretty good.
Oh God, that's so cheap.
Because you're too nice, Kelly.
You know what? I was talking to some friends who have Patreon accounts, right? And I'm like, guys, I gave everything away for free, and they're like, can you not give it away for free? Can you like, can you pull it back? And I'm like, no, I'm not a dick. I've already, like, I feel like that would be really rude, because we have so many great people who watch the channel that it would be wrong of me to like pull things back, because I realized
once it's already out there, it's kind of hard to say.
I realized that if you, for a while there, during the crazy periods, I was running 7 times as often as Critical Role and 14 times as often as the Adventure Zone. And I'm not saying that my quality and their quality are the same, but I think it's more than 14 to 14.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, but so yeah. Anyway, I just want to thank everybody for your support and for your fun, and for y'all coming out to play Call of Cthulhu. Folks, we're gonna be back later this week.
Bananas? Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So Wednesday is the Shards of Nirn returns with season 4. Then we are here on Friday with the Reign of Emeries. Saturday, Mage is back, because hopefully our player's back is going to be feeling better by then. Seeing a little better today. And, that's right. We put it at that to encourage more patrons. And besides that, it's good to be back, because my brain is more happy when I'm with you all. All of y'all. All you guys too. You guys too.
Oh, and don't forget Salt Marsh on Sunday, and then and then everyone has to be back here next week for the finale of.
Bring your friends.
Yeah, bring all your friends.
Yeah, let's find out how crazy Daisy goes.
Daisy is just Daisy.
Crazy.
Daisy.
Read me your tome, do.
Okay.
She becomes the eldritch sorcerer out of this. Like, this is good.
All right. So
Wouldn't that be so
Forget
good?
Scarlet Witch.
The most adorable
Daisy's just gonna be
death-stealing monstrosity.
Daisy. All right. So that's gonna be it for us tonight. We will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Cthulhu says goodbye.
Yeah.
Cthulhu, goodbye. you.